Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're back to the LVO X, LVO 2023. It is your one, your only, Peter the Falcon Colosimo, and with me, Adam Camembert Camilleri, coming to you live for the finals of the LVO. And do we have a story to tell you?
Oh, sweet, merciful Lord. A legendary moment has just been created that will go down in folklore in the great annals of the LVO and our game of 40k. Matt Morosoli, Sean Nayden in the semi-final going down to the wire. Matt is into the bottom of turn 5. He realizes he hasn't done enough to win the game. But on countback, he has missed 4 points.
Yes.
Of his primary in turn 3. He had a bloodletter live on a middle objective, 4-point swing. The game completely changes from that point. What do? Judges conferring, going back, looking at the tape, realized it was correct. 4 points were missing. They turned it over to the players. Boys, how do you want to rectify this? We have a way that we will do it, but we're going to give you the choice first. What do?
So it is agreed upon by Nayden and Soli that the whole game is different because of those 4 points. Nayden would have played a lot of his turns differently. Soli would have played his turns differently. And so they agree that rather than make a big fuss, make it any kind of drama, it's going to go down to a dice roll.
4+ to get into the final of the LVO, the biggest event of all time, and it rests on a dice roll. It's not 4+ though, it's a high roll. One man and a dice versus one man and a dice.
And they both rolled 3s.
The first roll happens.
Both 3s.
Double 3. They got to go again. The second roll.
Sean rolls a 6 to start it off.
And Soli rolls a 4. Sean Nayden progresses into position to win the championship. And no matter what, he's going to become, at worst, second. Matt Morosoli. I'm not sure if he's third or if Mike Porter will be third.
It'll be dependent on battle points in the previous rounds.
I kind of wanted them to call it a draw, and that way Matt would get third. But then that's not fair to Porter.
No, not fair at all. Now, there's a lot of things we can learn from that game. I think everybody watching that game assumed Matt Morosoli was going to lose after about turn 1 because he was down 30 to 40 points for the majority of that game. But it really shows how you need to stay in the game because there's almost always outs, especially with the amount of tools that he still had left at his disposal. That 3-inch charge out of reserve that Sean Nayden forgot was a big lifesaver.
Sean knew about it, but he didn't respect it.
Didn't respect it. That's the better way to put it. And so, Soli was able to pull it back. Winning on a technicality is not how you want to win anything. These guys, and the hug that they gave at the end of that game, and the cheers, they were screaming. Both of them screamed at each other when the roll-off happened.
It was a crowd of literally ITC contenders around watching this occur. It was magnificent.
It's great.
So Sean was ahead pretty much all game. Now, I know Matt, and I've played well over, probably in the hundreds of games versus Matt Morosoli, and you think he's losing right up until he isn't. Matt, on his turn 5, had a way to get a 1-point win. And he had a bunch of 1%ers, and this was before they knew about the 4-point snafu. And then he went through it, and the first 1%er that he needed to get 2 points on no prisoners was to kill, I think, 7 grots at a unit of 10 with a unit of 3 flamers, and he killed 6.
Killed 6.
And then he's like, okay, well, you found morale. And Sean's like, well, 2 CP auto pass. And already Matt was like, I think the best I can do from here is a draw. And then the judges came over and said, wrap it up, boys. We got to go. Because they did play late. They did go a bit extra.
They did. But something happened with the clock. We're not quite sure what was going on there. But, yes, they did play a little more than they should.
Yeah, I think it was going to be 83, 82, 83, 81.
Yes.
But then, of course, there was the 4 points, which no matter what, if there was a very easy play Matt could have done to guarantee to get 19 points, which would have given him a 1-point win if they knew about the 4 points. But then Sean plays a completely different game.
Exactly.
So it's just not fair.
And it's not fair to anybody to do it that way. And both players recognized right away. There was no argument. There was no back and forth. I don't think Soli feels overly robbed. I mean, you're going to feel a little bit that it came down to the dice, but it's more like, what a great game from 2 great competitors.
They both made a legend out of that what just happened.
Yes.
That will go down in legend.
Another LVO legend, much like the Brandon Grant win against Alex Harrison.
Exactly right.
The Siegler wins, both of them.
We're going to remember talking about, laughing about that.
No one will ever remember Paul McKelvey, though.
No, who?
Exactly.
So what we have for you is, I think Mission 33.
Mission 33, secure missing artifacts.
Jack Harpster playing his Blood Angels versus Sean Nayden on Orks. This is your LVO final. Jack Harpster has already won the ITC. He is #1 in the world and cannot be dislodged regardless of the result here. He can just add the double crown to it, the juicy double crown. And Sean Nayden has been the finalist of the LVO on every occasion bar one, which I think 7. I think 7 out of 8.
He's made it to the top 8 in all but one.
in all bar one time. So he is the most winning player in LVO history. But he's only won 1 LVO, which I believe I can't remember if it was 2015 or
I believe it was 2015 that was won by
what was
Sandy.
coined Lichtershame at the time.
Yes, which a lot of people tried to replicate. And no one was able to.
I tried to play it. And I'm like, this doesn't work. What does this work? Yeah. Anyway.
So folks, we're getting the display kind of updated for you right now. I think some may have noticed it's still showing Porter versus Harpster on there. We're on that. Don't worry. It's being handled. We just got the player mics live, so they're chatting there. Adam, I know we're so excited about that last game, but let's talk a little bit about this one. Yeah. So we're playing on Secure Missing Artifacts. This is mission 33 for those following along at home. So this is a 5-objective mission. They're kind of formed into a square. This is a mission where they are allowed to maneuver objectives up to 6 inches after a roll-off, and we'll see how that shifts and how that changes things once it's in play.
I believe.
Yes, it looks like.
Yeah, we can see some objectives are askew on this board.
The second primary on this is precious artifacts. At the end of each player's turn, the player whose turn scores 3 victory points if they control the priority objective marker that is in their own territory. So this is often considered in a very passive game an easy 15.
Yep.
But in a game between Blood Angels and Orks, anybody. This is a game of steals.
It's going to be spectacular, one way or another. A lot of death killing shall ensue. A lot of the tactics that Sean has used versus other players, charging them, trying to contain them in their deployment zones and keep them back from the board, will not work here. But he's a very flexible, very strong player. Multiple-time WTC captain for Team America.
Yes.
A returning captain again. Is a winning captain also. And he's got one of his proteges he's up against, because Jack Harpster is also on that team. So one thing we need to tell you about you guys. So we have a couple of affiliates. We have a lot of sponsors, a lot of moving parts to this stream. One of those parts is BCP subscriptions. There is an affiliate link for you to find on the, I think it's on the LVO homepage. I think it's Frontline Gaming /LVO. I could be mistaken there. We need 2 more people to sub to BCP, and then we get a huge kickback for the stream.
It will actually pay to allow Adam to fly home.
Exactly.
He currently cannot.
I can't leave here yet.
Josh Diffie was his ride. Someone stole Diffie's passport.
He had to leave early.
So Josh Diffie of BCP.
I was literally going to ride Diffie back to Australia. I was going to get on his back. I can't
So
do it.
Diffie had to buy a dingo to take him to Los Angeles to see the consulate.
To get a connecting kangaroo to take him to the porpoise that was going to go most
get him to Australia. And so
the porpoise chariot.
We were only exexaggerating slightly. But yes, 2 subscriptions to BCP gets us a bit of a kickback that'll just help get Adam back home.
Correct.
His family misses him.
We've
kept him here for a long time.
You too can support a humble Adam in their time of need.
Guys, a hype train unlocked? What the heck?
Thank you so much for the subs. Thank you so much for the love.
I don't know what a hype train is.
It means a lot of people have subbed and given bits.
You guys.
You guys, thank you so much.
You're beautiful.
Wonderful, amazing support. We couldn't ask for better. Right now, it's looking at Brad Chester versus Mike Porter.
So it looks like the guys in the back
that's 2 levels.
Don't have any idea what's going on. This is what we're seeing. Apparently, you can't. It's just.
We're letting you know how the sausage is being made, and we're also poking fun at Tech Priest Dicky. Tech Priest Diffie. That's a whole nother Tech Priest.
Adam. Okay.
Maggots Diffie. Tech Priest. Yeah.
So we've got our secondaries. Let's go through it together. Jack Harpster, same secondaries he took against in the last round.
It's almost like his list is built for him. You know?
He's taken shock tactics, which once again, what is shock tactics, Adam, for people that didn't follow last time?
You take an objective off your opponent, you get a nice 4 points.
Yes, so for everybody at home, if your opponent is sitting on an objective and they have more models than you on it, or they have an objective secured model on it and you do not, they control that objective. For shock tactics, you need to remove them from that objective in whatever way you can, whether that is through objective secured or just through straight murder, which Blood Angels are very good at.
It turns out.
Then he has Fury of the Lost. This is a Blood Angels specific secondary in which you score 3 victory points for every unit that is killed by a Death Company squad.
Which has 4, technically.
Yeah, and then you score 1 victory point if a Death Company unit is killed by somebody else. Yeah. So easy 15 for Jack. especially in a game like this that is going to get, while cagey and movement-oriented,
Absolutely.
violent enough that probably all those Death Company are going to die.
They're going to die. Well, they're
In
so
theory.
dangerous in this matchup that if they don't die, it probably means he's winning anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then finally, banners. And this is an action that can be performed by effectively every model in Jack's army, where if he's standing on an objective, he can, instead of doing anything else, can declare that he's raising a banner. And every turn that banner stays on that objective, he scores 1 point per banner. So this is generally, for an army like Blood Angels, if he's not getting absolutely slammed into his back corner, it's an easy 8 to 10 points, if not more.
Agreed. For Sean Nayden, he has picked Get the Good Bits, and this is a Orc secondary, and essentially it can be done by any infantry unit, but usually it is done by Grots and or Looters because they complete it in the same turn in which they activate it. It's done on an objective outside their deployment zone, and every time it's completed, they get a bunch of points. I think it's 4 points?
Yes.
Yeah, so 4 points for each time it's completed. Usually it'll be Grots doing this. His next one is Green Tide. Now, how does this one work?
Well, I'm going to pull that up because I don't want to lie.
Yeah, I don't want
to
to I don't want to get it wrong. I'll do the next one though. The biggest and the best is his last one, and this is directly related to the Orc Warlord. Every time the Orc Warlord for Sean Nayden, which I believe is one of his war bosses, every time it kills a unit, or does 5 wounds or 5 kills, you get 2 points. Every time it holds an objective outside your deployment zone, 2 points. Every time it damages a monster or a vehicle, 2 points. And then I think there's one more that I can't quite remember. But it's a bunch of 2-point little qualifiers. Essentially what usually happens is the war boss goes and stands on a mid-board objective, the one that can be defended the easiest, racks up 10 points, and then if they get a chance to reach for 4, reach for 5, they'll go for it.
Exactly. And then Green Tide, this is the engage on all fronts for Orcs. So Sean would score 1 point for every quarter of the board that he has at least 10 Orc models in every turn.
Exactly right. We do have these players mic'd, guys, but they are literally just talking out some other bits and pieces. They're pretty much talking nonsense at the moment, just having a good time and bantering. And we're here to give you the T's and C's and the little intricacies of this game. We will be taking a step back, and you'll be hearing from the players when they are doing things like their shooting phases, their charge phase, their psychic phase, etc., etc. We're going to talk to you during the movement phase, keep you up to date with how things are unfolding. We do need to tell you about something else, which is kind of special. Actually, 2 things that are kind of special. First and foremost, the lovely War Mistress and the mods that are in the chat with you guys right now, they're running a trivia challenge. Every now and then, the War Mistress is going to throw up a trivia question, and you guys will be able to answer it. The first person to answer correctly, that is from the continental United States, will be winning a bunch of really cool prizes. The War Mistress will contact you directly via DM, get your address, make sure you're from the United States, and send you some freaking goodies. So please look forward to that into this chat in the final round. And the last one is the merch store. Do you know about this, brother?
Now, as far as I understand, somebody by the name of Jonathan Quinnell decided to go all out and created some merchandise for us to be able to sell to folks at home so that they can have a memory of this year's LVO.
Correct. So you can go over to that merch store, which I believe is also on the landing page and or on the Frontline Gaming front page, and you can purchase merch from the FLGN, which will directly correlate to money in the pockets of the people in this cast, people who are in the back, behind the screen, in the booth, making it all tick. So please go over and support
people
us
that paid to
as
be
much as you
here.
like.
We're not getting paid.
No.
So yeah, like Simon was very nice to buy us lunch several hundred times.
Yes, he did.
And that's about the extent of it. So guys, right now they're just kind of going over the models, and Jack is learning painting techniques from Sean more than anything.
Yes, he is.
So we're not getting a whole lot of good data out of them. We're just waiting for them to kind of finish through exactly what each model has on him as well. Adam.
Yeah?
Who do you think is the favorite in this
Jack.
matchup? You do?
I think Jack's the favorite.
Please explain to me why Jackery is the favorite.
As of Monday, he will no longer be the favorite, but as long as Armor of Contempt is in existence, the Orc army is going to struggle to do wholesale damage to Jack Harpster's army, especially the Sangard and things like that. Things that innately have a 2+ save. All the Rend 1 choppers will do next to nothing. He's really going to have to lean on his characters and his Mega Knobs to do most of the heavy lifting, and because of that, I'm favoring Jack Harpster. How do you feel, mate?
So I had a long talk with Jack pre-game because he is my best friend.
She's so full of it. I love it.
We chatted for a while about like which whether he would favor playing into Matt Morsoli or Sean Nayden in this game. He did feel far more comfortable playing into Demons rather than the Orcs because Sean is so good at controlling the board and making Jack make decisions, and Jack really loves not having to do that. If you've ever watched Jack play a Blood Angels game, he's very good at at controlling the pace of the game.
Exactly right. Tempo. He's a master of tempo.
Master of tempo. And with Sean coming forward as fast as he will and playing this kind of like quadrant control game, it puts Jack in a bad spot. Now, that said, he feels like if he positions his infiltrators early in the proper spots to deny an early wog, and if he can keep the sanguinary guard where they need to be at the right times, it's his game to lose. But he's also played enough games against and with Sean Nayden that there's always that innate fear that Nayden's going to Nayden you.
Yeah. So just being talked about by Zach in chat. Arbor Contempt is still in effect here. The Nephilim packet from G-Dub is still in full effect until LVO. This is essentially the capstone on the Nephilim meta. Come tomorrow morning, we're all going to be in Arks of Omen. Whole new freaking world. Are these guys ever deploying terrain, or have they just decided that terrain doesn't matter, let's just have the bowling ball?
I feel
like the bowling ball life.
They decided that for player place, they just didn't want any.
We're going to player place them all on the floor.
But I believe they aren't allowed to do that.
No, they're not.
So we'll see what Salty John comes in.
I was just joking.
No, they're still going over each other's armies, and Jack is discussing a little bit about how offended he is that Sean didn't talk to him prior to this game.
That's right. Well, in saying that and talking about the list, let's go through them. I've got Sean Nayden's list raring to go. Terrain is just starting to be dropped. First piece being placed by Sean on the middle objective. I don't think it really matters all that much. I think they're all just infantry and go through walls pretty easily, so it's not a big deal.
But a crate helps because it makes it so that Jack can't put a block in the middle and then use it as a staging point that Sean has to get around.
He still will. It'll just be 6 inches further back now. Now they both reach for their crates first. This is what you will see veterans do all the freaking time: is reach for those crates to get them out of the way and put them in places that's going to choke point.
Yep, the whole point here is to keep that only 1 or 2 trucks can get through that little area.
I wonder if now Nayden automatically regrets that choice. There's a choke point
there.
That's
a really great play by Jack.
And the next piece will go directly above that by Jack. Does this one have a forest? If it does,
yes, there's
it's going to go. It's going to go. Sean needs to place one directly above. If not, the forest is going to go there, and it's going to be a bit of a hard task to dodge all that with all the waves of orcs that could be coming their way. And hey, guess what? Everything in Jack's army that's good flies. It doesn't hurt him at all.
Exactly. So let's go through Sean's list really quick, and then we'll pop into Jack.
Okay, so Sean's list. He has a battalion detachment of Goths. He has Boss Zagstruck and a war boss in Mega Armor who is his warlord and is a truck boss. And then he has 1, 2, 3 units of 10 Gretchen, 5 commandos, a unit of 3 Meganobs, a unit of 4 Meganobs, and a unit of 4 Meganobs, all of them with custom shooters and power claws. A lot of people go for the flamers, but no need in this one. He's got a knob with a war banner for that nice +1 to hit, a unit of regular knobs, all with power claws. I actually really like that unit, especially in Arks of Omen with the points reduction. I really like knobs now. In fact, I would not be surprised to see knobs completely overshadow Meganobs. I've always been a bit down on Meganobs.
Knob boy?
Nah, I'm not a Mega Knob. I'm a regular knob. Just a regular knob. I'm a regular knob. Storm Boys, a unit of 5, a unit of 3 Warbikers. 2 units of 3 Warbikers, my mistake, with a power claw in the knob. 2 battle wagons, 5 looters, a single truck, and then another patrol. This one also of Goths. Warboss on Warbike, brutal but cunning, and the Killer Claw. This guy is the missile. This guy is the missile who can pretty much go in and get any job done. 10 more Gretchen, a big unit of how many truck boy knobs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 truck boy knobs that can be in tow with the Warboss, and then a knob of Smasher Squeak and another 5 Storm Boys. This is waves of stuff.
Waves and waves. So this is very similar to the Brian Sipe list we covered on day 1, the Death Skulls list. However, Sean has gone full on into the Goths scenario of getting that extra bit of damage and really pushing truck boys. And I talked a little bit, and I got to follow up with a few conversations with Sean about this list. His whole goal was, I want to be faster than you the whole way. So I need every vehicle to be 12 inches or more. I need everything in my army to move 12. I'll allow one thing to move 10.
Exactly.
That is it.
Exactly right.
That knob on Smash a Squig is the one thing that he will allow to be slightly slower than the rest.
Remember what he said about the choke points?
Yep.
Look at him. Look at him coming into effect. Those 2 L's. One of those has been placed by Sean. I'm very surprised that he placed one of those in that position. Although he does want to be able to defend his home objectives. Well, sorry, some of the mid-board objectives from his side. But yeah, it's going to be really hard to maneuver those trucks and battle wagons through the middle. So I do expect them to be posting up on objectives.
And from what I've been told, Sean has put a unit of Mega Nobs in each battle wagon, along with a unit of Ludas in one, and then Gretchen in the other.
Yep.
Zagstruck is also in. I believe there's enough room for Zagstruck in one of those battle wagons.
Yep.
And then he's got, of course, the truck knobs in his truck. When we look here at Jack's list, let's go over that really quickly.
It's pretty simple.
It's very basic. It's very much the like the almost stock standard Blood Angel list, and except for the fact that Jack has gone with 15 infiltrators. So it's a battalion. He's got Commander Dante as his warlord, although he did not take the warlord trait. He has got a Lamartes with Catechism of Fire, Mantra of Strength. This is his Death Company lover. He's got Sanguinary Priest with the Teeth of Terra and Soul Warden, which gives him a 6-inch
Feel No Pain
aura, but only against mortal wounds. He's got, though, 15 infiltrators, 3 units of 7 Sanguinary Guard, 3 units of 5 Death Company, 1 with 4 Thunderhammers, and the other 2 having 5 Infernal Pistols, 3 Power Swords, and 2 Power Fists. And then he's got a Blood Angel's Auxiliary, which has the Sanguinary Ancient with Wrath of Baal and Rites of War.
Which is the, so he's got an Obsec Aura and the +2 move banner,
+2 movement banner,
Very key to a lot of his plays. Super chat here by Jay Johnson. Appreciate your casters and your energy level this deep into the weekend. Thank you, and great insight as always. Thank you, my man, Jay, for, what does it say on Joe's? For butter and our bread. And thank you to Joe from War Games Live for doing so much this weekend to help us cover more than one table.
Joe has been an absolute treat.
legend.
He's just a beautiful soul. I just love the guy. He's such like just a
lovely
bear.
guy. And of course, should Jay Johnson's shout out and beautiful message get you in touch, we do accept any and all donations, subscribes, bits, super chats. Chuck them up. Every dollar you guys can throw us will help offset the thousands of dollars we have outlaid to put this on. We're going to listen to the players for a little bit. It sounds like they're talking about some spicy stuff and about to roll for turn 1, and we don't want to miss it. Be right back.
No T-Sons Flamers. No Tau. That's right. 2 people without a gun between them.
I have like 200 bullets on my list. I just choose not to shoot them.
I have a lot of Angelus bolt gun shots, and I will be using them. Thank you.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, you know it.
I probably won't, just because you have.
What are you? Where are you deploying?
No,
my homie. I can just see on your face, this kid.
This kid.
This kid. When will he learn?
When will he learn? You have to stay 9 inches away when you do your Death Company shit.
Yes.
So like,
if you put 5 out, I go this way. Come in. I go.
Yeah, but I can protect like the castle, right?
A little bit.
I mean, you can't charge him turn 1, right?
Maybe. I've seen people try to protect it, and you just like.
Okay. Well, I will still try to protect it.
Yeah, I believe it.
Because like your total is 20.
God, the first drop roll off is like so big.
Yeah, it's like 26. But like, whatever. And then I just have to be 9 from your zone, right?
Yep. It usually takes 2 infiltrating units to really stop the alpha.
Oh, I can't block you from getting here, but I can block you from getting to like here.
I'm intrigued, buddy. Set it up.
That's what I'm thinking. You got 2 inches on that one?
I do. Oh, here, you can...
Let's not whip that out. It's not for the kids right now, right?
I was talking about my
We're going to jump in. I think we've got
stick.
this this trivia raffle, so to speak, prize giveaway about to be popped off pretty soon by Tanya the War Mistress. I want to give you guys a rundown of what you guys can win, just while they're doing some little bits and pieces. And welcome to the front page of Twitch, guys. We're on the front page for this final game. So if anybody in the chat can be supportive to anybody who is new, not understanding what's going on, wondering what 40K is, could you please be on the ball for that? It could be pretty awesome and amazing. And who knows, you could start somebody's journey into this game in a very positive light. So we all have a responsibility to make sure this community is welcoming. US residents only for these prizes. 1 US Army Painter package. This is the same package that the players were winning on stream. So it's a wet palette, tape measure, Mastercraft dry brush set, 2 Army Painter wet palettes, an LVO X bundle as a t-shirt, dice bag, pint glass, and of course the beautiful neoprene objective markers you can see on screen right now. The LVO vendor paint bundle, artist opus dry brush matte, Momentum Hobbies Pro Acrylic Transparent Orange paint, and Bomb Wick brush, Jen's brush goop. I mean, yikes, but fair enough.
Yep.
Turbo Dork Twin Sons paint, Duncan Rhodes Paint Academy, 2 thin coats, Sanguinine red paints. That's a bunch of the best paints of the people in attendance. The LVO vendor miniature bundle, which is a Killwagger Troopers, Mini Crate Dwarf Squad marks.
I think these are made up words.
Terrain Crate, Horse, and Car. Of course they're made up words. They're trying to dodge GWIP. Kill Team Intro into the Dark Starter Box. That's the full Kill Team Starter Box. Just the full thing. All the stuff. Is that the one with the breaches in it?
I believe isn't that the one with the commandos and the Death Coral Creek?
You could be correct. I thought it was the one with the
Town Breachers and
no. It's the third. What are the 30K humans? The Solar Auxiliary, not the ship guys. The Solar Auxiliary, not Solar Auxiliary.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's that.
No
one.
one cares.
They're great models. Shut up, you. Conquest Companion 1.5 edition rulebook, which actually is a really good,
it's
beautiful. Book. And there you go. Those stuff will be out for your viewing pleasure. Please stay tuned in the chat for those from Tanya. Answer as much as you can, as quickly as you can. Be from the continental United States. Yeah, it was. It was the Navy breaches. So I knew breaches was
Navy
the word.
breaches and the Kootkin band. Cute. The cute
say that 3 times fast.
No, I'm not. I
failed
to do it once.
Krootkin band.
I failed to do it once.
Smash. Nothing but net.
Yeah, get out of here.
Get
out of here.
Just a lyrical genius.
Yeah,
Kanye,
Krager, if you win, I'll bring it back with me. Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll make an exception for just one Canadian.
Exactly one Canadian. No one else. All right. Time to tune back into these players and see how this deployment is going.
I mean, let's be real. I got you myself at that event.
Yeah. Good thing you didn't put anything in reserve, because as soon as he showed up, Auspex, 100%.
You would have 100% forgotten it.
Yeah, I've never used Auspex in this army in my life. There's no shot I would have remembered it. Not a single one. But I will make fun of you for forgetting.
That's fair. I make fun of myself sometimes for that.
That's fair.
And then I cry.
As you must.
As we must.
You're done with infiltrators, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you want to charge them, you gotta be on this side of the wall. If you want to charge them, you gotta be on the side of the wall. You can fight them, you can charge through, but you will have to end on this side of the wall.
Why?
Because I'm more than an inch from the wall. I'm not trying to prevent you from fighting them. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. Yeah. But if you fight them, you have to be here, which sounds shootable and chargeable.
Gotcha.
All right.
Sounds that way.
Sounds that way. Makes it a trade. I like trades. You like trades?
Right.
Yeah,
so it looks like
I'm an Art of War guy. Of course I like trades.
Sean's over there. Jack Harpster's rolling some
That's
dice.
The
There's definitely some dice rolling,
Yeah.
Frankie.
Trade.
I also see some models.
Trade.
There are a
Trade,
few
trade,
models
trade.
on there and a couple buildings.
I believe that this game is played with models.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have to be.
There are a few models.
guys are
and
making me be
I think you even
81
paint and build the models. So.
Jerks.
And I also believe that the key
Because that's how
to winning a
rules
game
work.
of 40K
Yeah.
is to get more points than the other guy.
That's a true. That's a fact.
Okay.
That's a fact. Yeah.
We call that in the business a pro tip.
Yep. Just killing it.
All right. Well, they bring us in to get the high impact commentary.
That's right.
And that's what we got is get more points,
Then your opponent.
roll more dice,
Have more fun,
less ones.
and stay adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that is how you win a game of 40K. What is up, everybody?
How you guys doing?
Hey, this is Reese and Frankie. You might have seen us before. We used to run Signals from the Frontline.
Yep.
We're the administrators of the Las Vegas Open. We wanted to say thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys and gals are enjoying the show. Frankie,
Yeah.
walk me through that amazing terrain.
Oh yeah, this.
What
you
am I
guys-
looking at?
Those are buildings, Reese.
Are they?
Yeah. Yes, they are.
I'm
That's
gonna
all
come,
you get. No,
I
I'm just
got,
kidding.
I got a pro tip for you.
Yeah.
A building has walls, a roof,
Yep.
sometimes doors and windows.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
But no, this is one of our new sets. We will be releasing it pretty soon. Yeah, hopefully you guys like it. It's in our full color range, so it comes fully painted just like this.
It's
You just have
actually
to look.
it's actually not painted. We have a machine that does it.
It paints it.
Yeah, it is. It's true.
Yeah, it
That's
uses
true.
paint.
But okay, let's take a look at what's going on in this game. We got Jack Harpster against Sean Nayden. Sean Nayden has been in the finals of the LVO all but 1
Few
year.
times. Yeah.
I told him coming into the event, I was on a podcast, and they're like, who's your pick to go into the finals? And I was like, well, I'm going to bet on Sean because he's
Safe
been in the
bet.
finals almost every single year. So not a surprise there. Sean's playing Orks. That's a surprise. He usually
Yep.
plays Eldar.
Yeah, no, he switched it up to the Orks. He's been playing Orks since like SoCal, so
Well,
he's been having a lot of fun. So.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, that's what you say, in your face.
Yeah. So y'all haven't seen us that much lately because Frankie and I have been really busy actually, like, doing the business.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful to see everybody tuning in to check out the finals of the Las Vegas Open ITC season. Jack Harpster's playing Blood Angels. Blood Angels versus Orks. That is not a final I would have predicted. I would have.
No, definitely not.
Everybody was terrified about demons and flamers and Tyranids.
Yep.
But once again, you're wrong.
In your face again.
I wasn't going to say we're right because I didn't call this
But
either.
we're not. But no, yeah, I think Blood Angels had a really good chance. Blood Angels were in a great place. Before the changes, we'll have to see how they fare after all the changes.
But then now they get free Thunderhammers, Frankie. How do you lose?
That's true.
If you lose with free war gear, you're a terrible human being.
Yeah, they
You have
call
to
it.
rethink your life choices.
Yeah, the new army will be the Thunder from above.
The thunder from up
above.
above. Yeah, in the name of the Emperor.
Not the other show.
Yeah, so the Space Marine's got a whole Forge World now making free war gear, and get excited for that. So
But yeah, thanks.
every upgrade on every model.
Yep, and thanks for tuning in, everybody. We hope you guys enjoy the show. The stream team's been going all out, so.
Yeah, behind us, it looks like they're getting ready to launch another moon mission. There's about 50, that's not 50 people, but there's a ton of people back there, a ton of gear.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
But
But
the way
yeah.
the way the LVO is now, Frankie and I are strictly doing administrative stuff, so we don't even actually get to see what's going on with a lot of the events. Like
Yeah.
yesterday, I had the opportunity to walk around and actually see all the games, and it's nuts.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's nuts.
It's crazy. If, you guys definitely need to come out next year. Those of you that are watching, we appreciate you guys tuning in, but you definitely need to see it in person. This many players having a good time is pretty incredible. So
Yeah, there's 90 individual events going on at the show, from painting classes to all different kinds of game systems. We got, BattleTech, Conquest, the biggest Conquest event in the world, biggest Age of Sigmar event in the world, biggest 40K event in the world,
yeah,
biggest Marvel Crisis Protocol event in the world.
Oh, yeah.
One of the big, it's
it's nuts.
it's insane.
Yeah.
Like, we're really happy with how much the event has grown, and everybody that comes and participates, all the people that pitch in their time and energy to make it happen. It's a whirlwind for us.
Yep.
We barely sleep, but it's a lot of fun. And thank you all for tuning in, because that's what makes this thing happen.
Absolutely. But why don't we give it back to the actual announcers, the guys that know exactly what's going on. And I think we've eaten up enough of your guys' time. We just wanted to say hi and thank you all for tuning in. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. And, yeah.
Thanks for enduring us. We're I think we've had about 8 hours sleep in the last 3 days,
Yeah.
so hopefully we weren't too stupid.
But, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the show. And we'll talk to you guys soon.
Yeah, I thought so.
That could be cool.
The one thing that's nice about this is that the bike boss no-go in building.
Oh yeah.
Bike boss real scary. Jack no like.
Jack no like bike boss. Jack no like. Bike boss.
Jack no like bike boss.
Bike boss do terrible things to Jack.
Yeah, bike boss pick up unit of fellows. Jack very lucky that bike boss literally cannot attack 2 targets, because bike boss would literally attack 2 targets. No, I mean, this matchup's not favored, but I think I've got more play in it than you're giving the list credit for, I think.
No, I think you have more play. You play more than me. Like, same thing I said to Matt. It was like, I don't play enough to be great.
I don't know, man, you're looking pretty great right now.
Huh?
I said, I don't know, man, you're looking pretty great right now.
You think so?
You're in the finals, baby, with Orks. Another army people thought was a throw pick.
I would like to reiterate, just jumping in here for a moment, Neural Shock 77. I don't play enough to be great. Quoted by Sean Nayden, one of the greatest players of all time. Back to the
I'm wondering
players.
if it's just a good idea just to go in and mulch those Gretchen, because they're going to be really annoying later in the game.
Yeah. It's a possibility.
I don't know. That's some deep theory crafting stuff. Yo. Oh, thank you very much. I think I need super glue. All right, he'll just have to be off his base, because I have to glue him to basing material, so he's not gonna glue with plastic glue. Yeah. Also, if I kill those, it makes your green tide really awkward.
It does.
It really does, doesn't it?
You're not wrong. It does make my green tide really awkward.
There's banner lads out here. There's Dante. No, Dante, you're not there.
Gregor, thanks so much for another set of gift subs, you little hobbit you.
Wish you didn't drop them first, I'll be honest with you.
So you wish I was an idiot?
No, I mean, I just wish I'd run the roll off.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, I mean, that's asking you to be an idiot feels like a little much.
Not really. It happens.
All right, well, I mean, I know that. I just figured I'd be nice.
You don't have to be nice to me, Jack.
Well, appreciate that.
There'll just be repercussions.
I won't.
There'll be repercussions.
Jack, you're off the team. Damn.
Damn.
Definitely shouldn't have been rude to the captain.
Definitely shouldn't have been
Anyway,
rude to the
I'll do it again.
Jack's going to end up being the water boy.
So, folks, something you should be prepared for if you've never watched a Sean and Nayden game, and particularly a Sean and Nayden game with Orks involved, is that this turn one,
you're obviously not calling the walk
it's
turn one.
often turn one or turn two
it if you,
is going to be very long. So expect a 45-minute, even an hour possible turn, and then after that, the speed is going to be on for him. But Sean, and in this particular game, it needs to establish very specific board control.
Agreed.
And he's got a ton of models to do it. So do not be surprised if Sean takes half an hour on movement alone before he even gets into any kind of charges,
really
shooting,
important.
etc.
What do you think happens? Do you think that we got to turn one war?
I honestly don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I feel like Jack's put himself in a good position.
Yeah.
I feel Sean's going to try for a couple of charges with like the Storm Boys or something like
Commandos,
that.
stuff like that.
And otherwise just push up to set up for that.
Well,
turn
that's if
two.
Sean goes first.
That is.
If Sean goes second, he could wah turn 2, turn 3 even.
Yeah.
And we could see a much more calculated game out of the Green Master himself. Whereas if Jack goes first, there is a lot he can do to mess up a wah. I mean, the unit of infiltrators for one in the top left, and I believe there's another on the right of the bottom middle. Well, sorry, the middle right ruin in Jack's side. They can both move and advance out and essentially nullify any wah should it happen anyway. So that's why I'm saying it's more like turn 2, turn 3. But of course, Sean is a master of tempo. He will find his rhythm. He will find the turn which is going to do the most impact. But my lord, he has so much stuff. It's going to be crazy. To me, I don't think Jack spends a CP on anything except interrupts. Every CP he's got is just for interrupting.
Yeah. I mean, there is the possibility for an Angel Sacrifice.
A 2? Yep.
Or 2 on Dante to just keep a key unit alive.
Yep.
To one of these missiles like Zagstruck or one of the war bosses. But yes, I believe most of his CP is going to be spent on just interrupting as many fight phases as he can. Because everything in his army is going to kill a lot of Orcs.
Even the freaking infiltrators with +1 to wound smack Orcs about.
Exactly.
It's kind of ridiculous.
They'll hit on 2s because Dante, etc.
The giveaways for the trivia will be both YouTube and Twitch. So it doesn't matter where you're watching us, you'll be able to engage. Thank you so much. I thought I caught about maybe 5 minutes ago before we had the intrepid OG duo of Reese and Frankie join us for a cameo. That's just us on stream paying homage to the people who started it all. They were the people who streamed the Las Vegas Open first and ran and opened the damn thing at the same time. So imagine that. Imagine running the biggest event in the world and also streaming the damn thing. It would have been exhausting. But yeah, before that, I think we had some new people joining us in chat, and I saw some very positive people explaining what they're watching, explaining how to learn the game. And to you guys, I'd like to say thank you. You're one of the reasons we love doing what we do, because then you guys get to be involved, help out the community, help us grow the community. Thank you very much. You're all legends.
Yes, thank you so much.
You want to see you guys have fun this game?
Okay, let's view it because I bet we're going to get the first turn.
That one's the one that always rolls real good. So
this one's
I want you at your best. God damn it. You want to go second?
Which one do you want me to do?
I want you to do that one.
You said not to that one.
No, I said yes to that one because you roll good. I want you at your best. I want you to know.
Are we done?
I think so.
I think so, right?
Yeah.
It looks like we're done.
Hey.
Hey, I love you.
Love you too, man. Let's go. All right, you're going first. I do not know if I wanted that.
Do you want to go any redeploys or anything?
I don't have redeploy. Oh, you mean move these guys?
Yeah.
I don't think you can hit them turn 1.
Okay.
So, no.
All right.
I'm going up to 2 for the first time this tournament because I've always
spent it.
Always spent it.
Have you gone first in like every game?
No, I gone first in roughly half my games. You probably shouldn't have put them on the objective because that's like 1 billion points if I kill them, but going first.
Oh, but I had to block you out.
Fair. Just put them all
Plus,
up
I also don't know how any of your secondaries work, so.
Oh, that's true. Well, they're all 15s as we speak, so that's pretty strong.
They're already 15? Nice.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy, right? Even banners.
Crazy. Even fucking banners.
Even fucking banners. Because they're more than an inch away from the wall.
I will apologize for the vernacular of these two savages, but I would like to say Sean won, and this grand final of the LVO for the season of 2022 in the ITC is afoot. Stay tuned, guys. It's only going to get bigger and better from here.
Put them somewhere else. It's fine.
I think I think they can still charge you around the wall, right?
Yeah, probably. So that sounds like a thing that exists.
Just slide this unit up to be even with this, because like they'll just go to here.
You're shipping it turn 1 that hard?
If I wah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm probably wahing. Let's be real.
That's what I want. A real short violence-filled game, so we show people what 40 kids like.
I don't want to think. I just want to ship it.
Ship it!
Ship it!
Ship it!
Shimove!
Going in. Good, I want you to.
I don't know that there's any. I think it's fine. Like,
yeah, who cares?
Like, who cares, right?
Yeah.
Because like, he'll have a 4-inch charge to Sanguinary Guard. Like, they'll fuck those guys up for free.
You hate getting that.
These guys will go.
Hey, watch the F-bombs. There's children present.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Maybe even your own children.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You ain't wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
I think I do. Wah.
All right.
I think it makes the most sense. Like, just ship it and just do it.
Ship it and drip it. Ship it and drip it. That's what they tell me.
But this is how I wah. Have you seen it?
Yeah, yeah, you did. But hold it up to your mic.
Oh, okay. I did in the last round too. So.
Did it!
All right, come on, hit me with it.
Right? I think that's what we gotta do, right?
Yeah.
I don't see any other options.
Ship it, ship it, ship it, ship it.
What do we got, by the way?
Sanguinary Ancient, Dante, 7 Sanguards, 7 Sanguards.
Oh, this is ancient.
Yeah, it's ancient.
Okay.
That's not by accident.
No, I know. For 6-inch heroic and
Oh yeah.
do things.
Yeah. This is a unit of hammers. This is a unit of Inferno Pistols and Guys. Unit of Inferno Pistols and Guys. 7 Sangers, 5 Infiltrators, 5 Infiltrators. Character, Lamartes, Sanguinary Priest, Dante, the homeboy.
Cool. That's dope.
It's pretty cool, you know.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna ship it.
Ship it, ship it, ship it, ship
So
it.
the commandos,
Come on in, buddy.
well, they're just gonna touch the ancient and stop all your
Yeah.
shenanigans.
It's possible to stop it. It's just
You have to just
annoying.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like you said, they don't want to sit on these objectives anywhere apparently, so they just won't.
Okay. Deal.
Yeah. So 9 inches.
Yeah, you're gonna hit my ancient, and that is okay.
Okay.
Do you want a coffee or water or anything, Sean?
No, I got multiple waters here.
Perfect.
I think I'm
Okay.
pretty watered.
Watered out as far as those things
I'm
go.
watered out as far as those things go.
We do have a clock. It does look like it was switched to Jack, and someone might want to switch it back, unless they've just reversed them.
All the objectives are too far
which I
away to
guess
good
is
bits
possible.
on turn 1. So that's okay.
That's what they should do at this point. It has been on Jack for a couple of minutes. They should literally just pick it up and then put it on Sean's side of the
So this
side
guy
of the
can go
street
21?
with the 120
20.
for Sean and the 124 for Jack. It would be good if they caught it right now.
Yeah.
So 2 my Sangers.
I
when you have
do
to
not
go through
expect
there.
this to be a time issue.
No,
it's
it's
like,
not going to
because
be a
of how
time
these
issue
two
game.
players
It's
are,
going to be a
I
slaughter.
might move in
I mean,
a second.
Sean
actually,
is known
because
for
it was
using up
facing
as much of his clock as possible, but
Yeah, he's one of the best players on the clock in the game. Some people see him using it as a weapon. I tend to disagree, except for this instance. I have no idea why it's on Jack. But usually he will just use it to the best of his ability, and he'll use every single second that he's got available to him.
Because nobody's. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Well, I have other Sanguinary Guard that can heroic you.
You can't heroic.
Well, there's a gap here. I can walk through the wall and come out. But yeah.
Yeah, but the commandos will be in the way.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough. Or they can cycle in this way.
Yeah, but they won't get the boss, so it doesn't matter.
They might.
I mean, those ones will kill the boss too.
True.
Like, the boss is dying.
Yeah, the boss do be dying though.
Like,
Wog.
why?
Oh.
We don't even know. I don't even think we were
This
planning to play
game
with
is
it.
about to be very violent, very fast.
Jack and I don't actually know what's going on.
I just kind of roll with it, you know.
I wish. I
Do I
wish.
get one of those? One of those giant chainswords? I won the ITC.
They know about the
Chainsword.
clock. They just don't care. They do
So
not
if
believe it's
one
going to
were
be a
in the
thing.
ITC, chainsword?
Let us hope they are correct.
Oh, okay.
let us hope for Jack's sake it's
Yeah,
not
no
good.
idea.
Now, the judge is aware that right
I like
now
how
it's
you made me
more
jump
like
through the hoops and then
Jack's
you're
time
like,
is
"No,
Sean's
bro."
time. We'll see if that comes into play later as well, but yeah.
Run to get out of the way, and then these ones in. So I'm just going to use these models. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, but go for it.
There's Gretchen in
It's
here.
Gretchen doing Gretchen
They're
stuff.
just going to scoopity-doop and swap.
Yeah. There's a reason for it, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm sure there is. 9.
I'm sure there's a reason why they're swap-a-dopping.
Yeah.
You could just give me a little less enthusiastic of a 9 there, my guy.
Like that.
Yeah, that's a properly enthusiastic 9, I think.
All right. 13, 21.
Well, if I do win this game, it is going to be by 15-5 with the way this is going.
22.
There's a bet. Anthony Vanilla said, I don't actually have to put up anything for this bet, which is the best kind of bet. Anthony Vanilla said if I win this match of 15-5 WTC scores, he'll get a Blood Angel tattoo.
Is he just making tattoo bets like
I think
all the
he
time?
just wants to get tattoos.
Anthony,
Anthony,
stop.
He does.
Anthony
Not good
Vanilla.
at this.
Now, on the other end, Anthony does like to play Blood Angel, so I don't
does.
feel like this is a
It's
big
not a
bet.
bad thing.
He was probably planning
It's
on getting
secretly
it
something
anyway.
he wants to do anyway.
Yeah.
Likes it.
Next thing you know, he'll be like, well, if I win with a really powerful army, I guess I'll have to get a Drazar tattoo. Yeah, just like that.
All right. Can you put a finger there for me?
So you're doing the throw the minimum amount in Jack's face necessary to try to keep him tied up for a turn while the rest of my army runs right up on his doorstep?
What do you mean? These knobs are about to charge you. 1, 2, 3, 4,
This feels like the minimum required amount.
6. 7, 8. There's
You know I have 2 CP, right?
for what?
No, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Interrupt?
Yeah.
I don't care. I have 2 CP to fight on death.
Okay.
Like he's gonna die. That's what I said. I don't care if he dies.
I don't want him to die in my turn when you fight on death there.
Yeah. Well, if you fail to kill him, that'd be nice, but
I doubt
Unlikely.
it. Unlikely.
unlikely.
Seems less than likely.
But
But it
if
could.
you don't,
Well, Inferno pistols with his name on it.
yeah. So it doesn't matter. As I'm saying, like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna fuck him up for free. He's just going to try and take a bunch of dudes with him.
That sounds unfortunate. Unfortunate. He has 6 attacks? So you're going to most kill 6. That's not even a full squad.
Unless you roll a bunch of 6s.
No, 5s.
Huh?
5s.
What?
AP 4. So armor contempt to it.
No, 6s to hit. I explode. I'm Goffs.
You probably won't.
He would have chosen 9 times in the last game.
Of course. Of course, Sean. No, Brutal but Cunning with Goffs is like ludicrous.
So the knobs get out. 5.
So they go 10, 13.
13.
Oh, that's a lot of guys.
It's up against the wall, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Wog. 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 Wog?
What?
I'm waiting for you. That fell 6-inch chart. It's going to be so glorious.
It happens.
How many attacks do they have each? 4?
4 each.
4. Hitting on them 4s.
And 4s. Well, your 4s either way with the same rear guard.
Yeah.
There's not much I can stop it.
Yeah, I mean, if you get out your war boss, I'll kill him, and then your biggest and the best doesn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Oh no, this turn could go very poorly, but
For
ship
me?
it, you know.
For
and
me?
if it, ooh, yeah, this could go very poorly for either of us, but we'll find out quick. Go get an early dinner.
Yeah.
Get
Shit happens.
Anthony get a Blood Angel tattoo. Go home.
Shit can happen, right? Can't
It just
stop
kind of do.
Yeah,
don't
I
it?
do
It
want
just
to
did
point out
happen.
to
It
everybody
just
at home
do be happening
that
just
the
like
amount
that.
of random
like that, baby.
nonsense
Just like
these,
that,
these
just
two
like
champions
that.
are dribbling out of their mouth holes is pretty consistent with the fact that they've played. Is this so? So wait a second. So these
Yeah.
guys have played. Well, Jack
Yeah, I
is
debated
now
not
playing
being the biggest
his
and best, and I just
10th
think it's
game.
shits and
Yeah, so
giggles.
in
he's
3
going, he'll be
days.
going on.
I do
He'll
banners
played 30
against
hours
Orks
of
after you
40K
pull
in the
the
last
perspective
3
out,
days,
like,
and Sean will
both
play
of us are kind of
27.
throwing, but it's okay.
Absolutely
Throwing.
ridiculous.
We're throwing hard, throwing hands even.
Can you just put a finger there?
Wait. Trivia question. What was the trivia question? What Blood Angel chapter master wears an ornate death mask beneath his iron halo? First correct answer wins.
Looks like
Everyone's
me at
just
6.
rocking out the
I mean,
Dantes.
guys. Yes.
Who is it?
This
It is
Is
Dante.
it Dante?
That unit needs a
Yeah.
5.
You sure?
Yes.
Dante.
Yeah,
It's
really
absolutely Dante.
Guys, what is this? And what kind of question is that? That's a weak
This
question.
guy's within 1 inch
Come
of
on,
the wall
guys.
this
This
side,
is just a
you can
this is
stop
just
from
a
that
flimsy
side.
excuse to give away merch.
We can do
Right?
better.
No.
What would you do? Okay, give me a trivia
The
question.
idea was
Okay,
you had to come through the wall
one
with
Ork
infantry.
war
I know what
boss
this
is,
guy
it
did,
was
but
famed
that's what I'm saying.
Every
for
side
killing so
Every
many
side.
demons
Every
that when
side.
he died,
Every side.
Khorne
I don't know his name.
Every side to
raised
every
him
story.
Every
into
side to
an
every
exalted
story.
status so that he
fight
is reborn
forever.
every day and fights
Cool.
forever.
I don't know his name. Big
Chatnos.
Fist,
or the,
Smashing
I
Boy.
don't know what they're called.
Chatnos.
Some boys.
Tuska.
Steve,
Tuska
big
Demon
old
Killer.
Big Chainsaw.
Steve, a big chainsaw, also him.
That's fantastic.
Take leadership check. Take that leadership check.
Tusker seems to be the...
Yeah,
the
it is Tusker. Tusker the Demon Killer.
Take the check, coward.
There we go.
What check?
Leadership check in the face.
All right, I got
Face.
you want a fantasy one?
End of turn.
Do a fantasy.
In the morale.
Name
know what- I don't know
3
what
cities
you're
of the
smoking.
Empire.
Oh, it's got to be that good stuff, I'm sure.
Why would they just take leadership?
Krager's going to answer that
What's their leadership?
in
7.
the chat.
Is
Weak.
it 7?
They've been
You were supposed to
out.
answer it.
Oh, fair enough.
The other one, they're good.
They're good. They're going to take a leadership check after I pummel them.
Can you put a finger there for me?
After I punish them.
After you interrupt with your infiltrators?
They're still Blood Angels. But no, not after I interrupt with them. Don't worry.
You're not going to infiltrate? You're not
Nope.
gonna,
Nope.
Oriornik gets it. Altdorf Middenheim known. Also would have accepted Talabek land.
And Marienburg and Helmgart has been another one thrown out. Boston, Portland, and New Haven. Fantastic. All right, let's hear more of this game.
Ship station.
Ship station.
Ship station.
Is that what we're pulling into right now? Ship station? This game might be over before the coffee comes. Oh no, never mind. Psych.
Jack, do you mind if I move? I want them just pushed up all against the wall.
Yeah, I don't think that functionally
doesn't-
changes how far they move.
No, because it's the same distance, yeah.
Thank you
No problem.
so much.
Get there.
I gotta be on it for this. My boy's coming in.
12 things. Problem. The Ludas. Get out.
Are the good bits good?
Huh?
Are the good bits good?
I think they're
No,
short.
unfortunately, the good bits are bad.
Yeah. I don't know if I could have deployed it any closer. I doubt it.
It looked like you were
Yeah.
right on the line.
Yeah, I was right on the line.
No good bits. Good bits be bad. Bad on the bits. That's what they say.
Thank God for all plastic models. Drop something. Doesn't matter.
Big chillin'.
Do they want to get on the objective? That gives you points or something?
I'm getting it somewhere.
Oh, you can only get it once per turn?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You said it was like 15 or you said it was
No, I said it was
points.
15 because we were messing around.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I took you as serious.
No, it's 4 points if I flip one objective during the turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 plus.
Got it. Yeah. And you have OBSEC, and I don't, so you're going to flip objectives. So,
Likely.
but I don't even have to be on it, right? Or
What's
do
up?
I have to be on it?
If you control the objective at the start of the turn, and then I control at the end of the turn.
Okay,
4 points.
not if it's open.
And it's somewhere, so you're doing it somewhere in here.
I don't know. I'm gonna make the charges, and I just won't be on the objective.
Chill. The game is super not coming down to that.
Yeah.
The game is coming down to whether or not I can clap you next turn. Clap you like a round of applause.
I feel you, my dog.
Do you? I don't think you do.
I do feel you. Advance this thing.
Oh, ship it.
Ship it, baby. Ship station.
Ship city.
Ship city. The most shippable.
As shipped as possible.
As shipped as possible.
There's a lot of stuff you're teeing up for me.
Yeah, nothing I can do. Like I said, I could have played it a game, and I'd just rather push models at this point.
100%. This is there. So for anyone listening at home, because I am, a streamer by trade.
By trade.
For anyone listening at home, there's basically 2 ways either of us could play it, both of which are viable. One is we try and play a cagey game, and the other is we get violent. And it's not a wrong play; it just is a play, and Sean's getting violent. So that means I got to get violent. I don't like that.
You
Big
like that or
fan.
you don't like that?
I do. Big fan.
Big fan.
Big fan.
Congratulations to Merciel Elle on you winning the Army Painter Wet Palette. And the correct answer was indeed Commander Dante. Of course it was.
Yeah, no question. questions asked.
My favorite thing about these is because some people are kind of watching it on a delay and doing other things, every now and then you'll just get an answer to a question we asked 30 minutes ago. It's beautiful. So Adam and I have kind of been talking a little bit off stream about some things here. This first turn WOG is very interesting. Like Jack has mentioned, it's one of the ways to play this game.
Yeah.
Adam and I both have a concern about how far up the Sanguinary Guard are, particularly that unit in the the middle right.
The Sanguinary Guard is so important to this game plan. None of them should be chargeable turn 1. None of them should.
Particularly
in
by the knobs or the war boss. The two things that can kill them.
Exactly right. He should have Death Company. He should have infiltrators in front of them, or they should just be out of charge range further back. They move 14. They don't need to be that close. They can charge onto all the middle objectives with absolute ease from further back. So that get me a little bit of concern.
So charges are about to happen. Let's see what goes on.
Ship it. One last trip to Flavor Town, baby.
It's gonna be like a 9 or 10.
You think so? Here we go.
Believe.
No.
Are you fucking kidding me? What a joke. You fucking serious? Fuck you, Jack.
Sorry, bud.
I should have switched dice. What a duel. All right. Well, that's a thing that happened.
Well, that's probably the worst thing that could have happened to Sean.
Almost definitely. I mean, now the knobs failing would have been worse, honestly.
Yeah.
But, jeez, that
Funny
sucks.
part was,
That
guys,
charge
if you were
was-
watching the War Games live.
Half the reason he wad was for that charge.
Yes, it's
Absolutely.
this Warlord is kind of a big deal for Sean. He wanted it to get in, kill those Sanguinary Guard. He needed a 6.
He failed
it. The exact same thing happened in the Matt Morosoli game, where he failed a 6-inch reroll into Morosoli's army. It's real that Jack has to be breathing a sigh of relief.
That was a deleted unit of Sangard. If maybe he had 1 or 2 left, which is not a huge threat.
Yeah.
Still a bit of a threat, but not a huge threat.
And he can resin with the Sanguinary Priest, but
exactly
I mean
right.
now he's in his lines, right?
Dice are
Dice be
bastard.
dice. Dice be dicing.
Dice are a bastard, man.
You can't plan around his 10-inch charge, but a 6-inch rerollable is something you should feel comfortable
Yeah,
with.
it was not a 10, guys. He was joking. He's like, it's probably something like a 10, but it was actually a 6. Don't believe these guys' tomfoolery.
Yeah, you can totally do that. You just need to carefully worm your other unit around.
Yeah, just do the worm. Do the worm. Worm. Go to there and leave the 2-inch gap or
Are you
whatever.
gonna pile into them?
Huh?
Are you piling into my Death Company?
Probably not.
I think that's Death.
I think it's just dead. The other unit, that's all the inches.
All the dinches?
All the inches.
Neural shock,
That's
yeah, that is a
annoying,
good
man.
call out. Depending on, because
More
there
fun
are
when
more
you
charges
go
to be
off
made,
just to fight them.
and I'm sure
He's
Sean
not
is going to
about
be
to, though.
paying close attention to the
Now
heroic,
he's
but
just gonna
yes,
get shot with pistols.
he
and it's
could
just sad.
possibly
Yeah.
get
He has
heroic into,
You do, in fact,
or he
hate
can
to
get
say
shot
it.
with pistols,
You
as
hate
Sean
to
just
see it.
mentioned, so that he doesn't
Should've
have to get
killed
the
like
option to
5
fight on
Sanguinary
guard.
Guard.
He should
That's all right.
If you want,
charge
you can
with
roll
the
it out.
commandos to stop just
I
them just
don't.
getting a free
I
6-inch
didn't think
move.
you did.
Yeah, just line up,
Again,
get
it
yourselves
is what
killed
it
in
is.
front of
We
them,
shipped
so they don't get a 6. Because
the
they
ship
would, they
station.
get a
That's got
6-inch
it.
heroic intervention,
Got
then
it.
3-inch
Yeah, he's
consolidate,
got it on the
3-inch
other wall,
pilot.
so.
So he's going to stop 6 inches of movement if he
He'll
just
pile and
charges with the
consolidate for it.
commandos.
Yeah,
He has to charge with the
Mostly
commandos.
don't care about the
Otherwise, those 2 units of Sangard are going to be halfway up the freaking board when he starts his turn and could just go into the back line, kill all the grots, get the good business over.
Which, spoiler alert, will not be forever.
Yeah. Just put a guy in front of you or whatever.
Yeah, you're good.
All these other charge rolls have all been higher than a fucking 5.
I know. Where are they going?
They're gonna get Sanguinary Guard because they have to. Because you're just heroic into them anyway.
True.
Do they want Sandguard and... So that unit has Infernos,
Correct.
and this one doesn't.
Yeah, Gregory,
Correct.
we are going to be streaming the awards.
I think that still makes it.
Yeah, you do. I don't. How do you just tell me how you want to split attacks, and that'll be fine.
Yeah.
God, your models are so nice. I don't want to
No,
mess with them.
my models are nick-proof. That's my opinion on how models are.
Wow, that's
So,
that's
like,
pretty tough.
They've got lots of lacquer and
You basically weld them to the base.
yeah, like they.
TV Hagelslag,
they
the
won't-
charge that was
I
missed
assume you're
was with
staying
his
6 away from these
missile
sangers?
war
Yeah,
blast that was
yeah.
meant to kill
That'd be
probably
great.
5 to 6
Just put 'em where
sanguinary
they gotta
guard.
be, yeah. They'll
It's
pile in
it was like
fight
the main
correctly.
focus of this WOG.
Well, I
It
have a
was
whole
most of the
plan
reason
if
for
you
the
made with the
WOG.
bike boss.
Because legitimately,
Yeah. What was that plan?
the knobs could have
The
almost
plan
made this
was
charge
I forced you to
without
burn your interrupt by
without the
interrupting
wall.
myself,
and yeah,
and
the
then
bike,
you
the bike boss
fight
was
on
most
death,
of
so
the
that burns
reason
you down
why.
to 0,
It's
and then
yikes.
on your turn you don't have an interrupt, and then I charge your whole army.
Player rep marks were
it
muted
might have
because
worked,
the judge
might have
wanted
not.
to say something to them, so
Yep.
we just let that happen so that
I mean, you would have less
that
stuff
everything was
because you would
cool.
have killed a bunch of them. But
True.
But
Where do homies want to go?
they're gonna go into this death company unit,
Okay.
I think. You got sanguinary guards, so you can do whatever.
Yeah, Sangard are going in.
You can heroic into them, I guess.
Yeah, I will.
There's no way to stop that, and it is what it is. But
Okay. I'll do
we're
it.
standing there, and with
I
our
mean, it's
thumbs
get in,
up our
it's get
ass.
heroic right now, or charge in and get heroic.
Oh yeah, because you're just gonna heroic into him.
Yeah.
From there. Yep. So we will charge in heroic.
All right. Yep. No, that works. That works.
We're just charging the death company.
Yeah, and then the Sanguinary Guard are going to heroic you. Because I assume that's the end of your charges?
Yep.
All right. Heroic in. Where's the claw guy?
Right there.
Right there. Is he...
He's half-inch of a half-inch guy.
Okay. I'm just going to... I don't want to do this.
I can't believe it. Every other charge successful.
Hey Owen, the clocks.
Sean, you...
The clocks.
You've done this.
Early on,
Fucking
there was a
A.
mistake, and they just decided to
sorry.
ignore them.
I'm so sorry, Val.
And
I'm
we'll see how
sorry.
that plays out.
Mea culpa, mea culpa.
Yep.
Gotcha.
All right. Where do you want to activate first?
Well, it doesn't matter because you can't interrupt.
True. It was more of a friendly question than a gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I thought you could interrupt for whatever reason, and then I realized that you couldn't. That's why I said it.
True.
Not for yourself, but for myself. Not for yourself, but for myself.
Yeah.
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 All right. Let me just start with some of the dumb things. They'll all swing in the death company.
Sure. 5 of Feel No Pain.
KTV, that's
6
what's
up's
been
enough,
suggested.
and I'll just
Not
resignate.
sure if they're going to go with it. They both seem to feel like this game was going to get over
Right now,
real
so mine
quick
is
because of
designed to
how much violence was about to be
Run,
applied.
run.
That being said, Sean left a huge second wave, so I don't think it's going to be as quick as they may think, but we'll see.
It's not bad.
4. It looks like 5 blue 6s.
Oh, is that the claw?
Yeah, the red is no.
Okay, so no.
So that's no, but the 6 makes it
Yes.
and that's a no.
Sounds good.
2s.
And 3s.
2s. They're strength 6 and +1 to wound because they're 1 inch from the terrain piece.
Oh, right, those guys.
Yes, the big
yeah,
red
those guys,
vehicle
yeah,
is
they're
a
cool.
battle wagon, a custom one done by Sean with some GW bits.
All right, 3 that I care about.
Yeah.
AP3 gives me 5 ups. 2. First one. Second one. There's 2. 2 swords. And I'm just going to roll your dice because they're broken.
Yeah, sure. They roll 1s and 2s when other people roll them.
I know.
They know what they're doing.
Ah. See? One more. I'm going to leave the power fists.
Sure.
I'll just get a dude back. That sounds
You
enough.
punched a little on that one, huh? It looked bad for a second.
It looks like I might lose a unit deck company, like whatever.
No big deal.
NBD, bro. Not me, bro. I'm built different.
Not as bad as failing a charge with a killer claw.
That sucks.
ATV,
yeah,
that's
not
really
good.
up to the players and the judge.
Up to the players and the judge, nothing to do with us, guys.
All right. I mean, anywhere you want. We're in single player mode now.
Yep. I'll do a 4-4 split.
So into them.
Yeah.
The 16.
Huh?
16.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 times 4, right? Yeah, I have 20 of these dice, so there's 4 out.
Okay.
Come on, Jack.
Force.
Not so great.
And then one goes back. Oh no, they're truck boys.
Truck boys.
2s. 5 4 ups.
Yep.
Lose 4. Pull swords when I can.
And all but like 2 of their choppas. So 2 choppas in the Vanguard, all their choppas into the other squad. So just one AP, one armor save for the what's it called?
Good. Stop using my dice.
The red are a big choppa, so they don't have AP.
Sure. Oof. Oof. Big yikes.
Big yikes.
2s and so 3 5-ups. 1 dies. That's it, right?
No, 5 regular saves for the Death Company.
All right, 5 3-ups. Take 1. Yeah, take 1 wound.
Cool. Sounds like I'm gonna get shipped in this game, Jack.
Yeah, it's not. That's not the turn you needed.
Not the turn we needed. Over there, start with the biker guy that
Sean
has the
definitely underkilled the amount of
He's the
Death
furthest
Company
away.
he should have been able to pull.
He underkilled the Vanguard as well. He
Both.
needed to
3
go
hits.
like 6 and 2, or just all into the Vanguard. The Vanguard is so
Okay.
hard to
Yeah.
kill. Most of his units have
Good.
a decent chance of killing 5 Death Company
The
or
other one?
mauling a unit of 5 Death Company, but those Vanguard can
4
only
hits.
be killed by power.
6 is
He should have
explode.
gone all
I
in the
think
Vanguard.
I have 2
believe.
regular guys to swing
Sure.
as well. 3.
3.
Just 5 regular armor saves.
3s. All good.
And I'll come over and pile and or
Yeah,
just
yeah,
push
yeah.
whatever. It doesn't.
Yeah, you'll come over and go.
I'm gonna do both guys' claws to save time from the 2 other squads, and
Sounds
then
good.
of course.
Sure, 2 hits.
Wow.
Just don't get them. It's fine. Okay, you might not. You got 1.
And then all the regular attacks.
My display board is breaking down as we speak.
Oh, this is about to fall apart.
I bought a new one from FLG because this company, which I will not name for I am polite, is terrible.
The only right person to root for here to not be incorrect is Korn. Korn is going to win no matter what happens on this table.
I might get tabled next turn.
I mean, I feel like he's dead. Even though you swung down, he's gone. Well, you kill the squad. How does that make you feel?
Not great.
That's rough, buddy. I'm going to swing. This is my turn, right?
Yes, sir.
My go? All right, I'm going to swing with the Death Company. Just if I kill you, that's 3 points. Although I think I'm going to do it otherwise. 4s, reroll 1s. Yep. Good number of hits. 7 saves on your commandos. AP3.
Okay.
And they do the pile-ins and whatnot. That's going to be them.
That's me then.
All right. So 3 on Fury. Pile in these guys.
Makari's
'cause,
picking the trivia,
these are hands
guys.
you might be able to pull out, whereas I don't think you're pulling the Death Company out. Also, you kind of don't want to.
Yeah, I probably could have piled
2.
somebody out of combat, but I largely jacked.
I know. 3s and 2s, because I kept all the axes in, weirdly enough. 6. On Denobs, it's going to kill 5.
Yeah. So
All right.
The other squad won't swing, right?
They're just going to pull them out.
I think so.
Okay.
So otherwise
They just kill the last 3.
they just kill the last 3 anyway. You get more points, right?
I mean, I
gonna get
will
them in the battle
technically, but
round
I'm going to
anyway.
get a kill in the battle round, so it's going to be 4.
You killed 5?
I killed 5, yeah. I hit you 6 wounds, you pass 1.
Yeah.
So you're pulling the DC out.
Yeah.
All right. That tracks.
Track sings.
All right. They're immune to leadership because he makes them leadership 9. He gives them +1, 10. They lost 3.
Cool.
So they're good. They lost nothing. They didn't actually have to go in, turns out. And they lost 4 guys, so they fell on a 5+. No. They lost 1 guy, so they're okay.
Checks out.
Math does, in fact, check out. All right.
So, could have been 2 units of Sanguinary Guard dead. Instead, it's no units of Sanguinary Guard dead. And not even a mauled unit of Death Company. They're mostly fine.
I think one was
down to 3.
down to
One's
3.
down to 4.
Yeah.
So, this is big yikes for Sean. If he had a perfect turn there, killed 2 units of Death Company, so killed 2 units of Sanguinary Guard, he was in pole position, I believe.
Yes. Getting rid of 2 Sanguinary Guard is really big for Sean. That failed charge is huge because that War Boss is going to die probably to Fusion Pistols this turn, or Inferno Pistols, because you don't want to kill him in a fight if you can do.
Yeah, you don't want to fight on death, just eating a unit. In all honesty, you can if you want, you can just ignore him. There's enough stuff to kill. You don't need to kill him.
Yeah.
As long as he's just standing there doing nothing, he has to charge onto an objective you get to take back next turn with Death Company for Shock Assault points. That would be really cool. So there's a lot of reasons to not try and kill that guy if you can't kill him with Inferno Pistols.
The other option he has here is he's going to use Lamarty's to kill him so that he gets 4 points.
Gets 4 points. He dies in exchange, and it's a beautiful
he did
thing.
pop Banter of Strength on Lamarty, so he is going to have 6, 7 attacks.
Yeah.
So he is, and he's got full rerolls.
Oh.
So I believe he got full rerolls, so he'll be pretty deadly coming into that guy. Sean thinks he'll be tabled next turn.
I think turn 3, because I can't see how he cracks the transports.
Sean has done a very good job with the transports, and you see this second back line that's definitely going to give him at least one more turn to try and make something of it. These guys right here, Jack might get a little bit into them, but there's 2 units of Mega Knobs in here, and there's the Ludas and Zagstruck, so he does have a secondary punch.
He's got a second wave.
The Mega Knobs.
Yeah, the Mega Knobs is where I think things could still be testy for the Sanguinary Guard. I would love to see them essentially be a little bit insulated by some Death Company if possible. But in all honesty, like four Mega Knobs hitting on 4s with 4 attacks each in the War turn, like they don't kill 7 Sangard. They don't. They really don't.
Okay, so Marty's did not get the reroll off, so he's just souped up with Mantra of Strength. Yeah, so guys, if you're tuning in, this is the finals of the LVO 2023 LVO X, LVO 10. We've got Sean Nayden, the 2015 winner of the LVO, constant semifinalist,
perennial
contender in the ITC, and Jack Harpster, the current now #1 in the ITC, has already locked in the ITC 2022 season.
So those who do not know, the ITC is the ranking system by which we judge players. So essentially, for the entire season of 2022, Jack Harpster is now #1 in the world, and he's going to remain that way, cannot be dislodged, because this event is the capstone, the end of the season.
Yep.
So he has won that, but has he won the LVO as well?
We'll have to wait and see. Jack's had an incredible season. He won Super Majors and Majors with 8 different factions this year.
Insane.
8.
Insane.
Including his Blood Angels, which was how he started the season, and then he switched over. He's done it with Twilight Harlequins. He's done it with Orks. He's done it with Necrons. He did it with Eldar.
Yep.
He's pulled off wins with just about every major faction you can think of, and he just keeps going strong.
It is kind of absurd what he's been able to accomplish. And now, if he caps it off with wins here in LVO and wins the ITC, my lord, what a phenomenal season! He has knocked off. Well, so he knocked off Mike Porter as well. Yes. In the semi-finals, he beat a guy who'd only lost once this year, who had a 98% win rate for this season. Went down to Jack Harpster. Is this guy just indomitable? Is he just is the Lady of Luck just on his side?
As the Eeyore of 40K and absolute close combat master, it's hard to argue the fact that Jack is he's having his zenith of the season, right? Yeah. Just an absolute incredible player, and just when you talk to him, when I interviewed him after the last Mike Porter game, when I've interviewed him in the past for literally anything else, the man's just on the ball. His 40K knowledge is just.
It's almost like he does it for a living.
It's almost like he gets paid to do it.
It's almost like he gets paid to do it or something like that. That's wild, right? Surely
not. That's
crazy. You will see. This is why I thought he could deploy further back than he did, because look at the distance he's able to move. Everything in his army can move 14 inches. Yep. Just because of the sanguinary ancient that he's got, giving out that +2 to movement aura. And so he gets to leapfrog phenomenally. He gets to really go pretty much wherever he wants. That 6-inch heroic intervention in the bottom right-hand quadrant is going to come back to bite Sean in the butt. Yes. Look at the leapfrog they were able to get from that position. They could kill both battle wagons. I don't believe they will, but they could,
No.
and that would be huge. Getting everything deboated this early, and then he's all of a sudden he's set up for some ridiculous interrupts, because of course Sean can't stop sending now. Once you start sending, once you start the wire, you don't get to stop and say, "Oh, guess I'll go home now." You got to continue. You got to follow through.
Yeah.
Or forever, like I usually do. No, I feel bad
We
about losing this game.
we have a little video while we're doing the movement phase for Jack. Certainly, we're not going to be missing any shooting phase or charge phase, but we have the ridiculous video of how this match came about. Matt Morosoli versus Sean Nayden literally rolling off to see who progresses to the final of the biggest event in the world.
And just to give a little backstory so we fully understand, because some people have come in chat a little bit
Yep.
late. Last round, Sean Nayden versus Matt Morosoli, very tight game. It looked like Sean had it in the bag the entire time. At the end of the game, it comes down to being a 2-point game, and then it is realized by the judges and by Matt Morosoli that he forgot to score primary on one of his turns. They went back and checked the video, and it was true that it had. The judges conferred. They asked the players what they wanted to do about it, because it would have completely changed the rest
everything.
of the game.
Changed everything. Had
Both
both players
just decided to roll off to see who was
They
going
just-
to win. And we've got video of that roll off here. We'll play that for you while we wait for the movement phase to complete here.
Because this is the only gentlemanly way to do this.
Solely the athletes. Nayden the legend.
2, 1, it's a 6.
Oh, let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
3, 2, 1, 6.
Good lord.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Ah, you gorgeous son of a bitch.
Hold on, man. That was the only way we could do it at that point. I totally agree. It's fucked.
I had to give you a chance on it.
It changes the whole game.
Yeah. 100%.
Very cool. Wild. Fucking 1-4.
And we tied.
I know.
I
I saw my 3, I was like, shit. I thought a 4 was a strong roll.
It was a strong roll.
It was a strong
You
roll.
just have to shout 6 every time.
Alright. You're up.
What a moment. That moment will go down in history as one of the craziest, wildest things that we have done. The biggest event of all time, and the gateway for Sean Nayden into this final was a D6 roll-off. Yeah. Unbelievable. Well done to both gentlemen in that game. Looks like we're into the shooting phase. Let's listen in.
2, 3, 5 guys that have 18.
Should be. I may have juggled them a little, but you tell me. Am I out?
Just 2, and I don't know if this one can see. This is the thing. Just one guy?
All right. I'll do these first.
Sure.
4 Inferno pistols. 3s, reroll 1s.
From
Dante's right there.
Oh, I can't see him. Yeah.
No wounds.
Okay.
2 Inferno pistols here. Chapter Master. 1. Nope. It's not gonna kill you. 4 damage. Oh, I would have liked to get him that way, but I think it's gonna be okay. It's Gretchen shooting time.
4 damage?
4 damage. I'm just gonna charge other things and make it so you can't disembark.
Okay.
Is the idea. Probably should have killed the truck then, but I didn't wound, so it doesn't matter. They're all gonna lay into that squad of Gretchen.
Okay. You're rolling the box, bro.
Make me. Yeah, but fair enough. Eight. 6.
Yeah. Which squad? No one else can see them. I don't
Not
think.
really, no. It's not really my game here. I mean, the Ancient's gonna shoot him.
Where?
No. Shoot these guys here.
Sure.
No. This shooting phase is looking kind of like, I mean, these 5 guys are gonna shoot him.
Sure.
I do have Dante's Inferno pistol, which I will take into the vehicle because I don't think I can.
I don't think you can see.
My wing can see him.
If that was your intent, was it your intent?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't
I rolled a
matter.
1.
Cool.
They're gonna just fire Angelus into this guy.
Sure.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. I'm just used to it.
I know.
Take 2. AP1s. Down to 5. They're bolters. No auto wounds. Decent hits, though. 2. Good. 2 crack grenades off of characters here. Nope. Yeah, nope. Do be how it do be. Alright, so he's at 5. Alright. I probably messed up my order here, my sequencing. But I think it's going to be okay.
I think it's going to be okay.
Dante's going to charge him.
Sure.
That definitely doesn't do it. I think that's fine. Lamarty's is charging him. Sang Priest. Leaving space open for them if they decide to go. Dante already tried. He's going to try. Yep. He's going to die. If you decide to find death, which I think you actually will not do. They're going to charge both vehicles. Got it. Okay. You can 6-inch. Not really, actually. Yeah, you can't really emergency. Sangard are going to charge all of this. You might be able to emergency out here. Not if they charge in and pile and block. Sangard charging everything.
Pretty anemic shooting phase by Jack. I think he really was hoping that he would have gotten at least 2 Inferno pistols into that war boss. The fact that only 1 connected means he does have to go into close combat, but he's banking on Sean needing to save his CP for the next turn. Because he's blocking off this battle wagon, it's going to make it hard for him to make it hard for Sean to jump out if he blows it up, and then if he does it properly, everything inside will die.
Will die. That's correct. So he's just going to get a bunch of free kills, and it looks like he is doing that pretty well. I can't see anywhere for that to deep strike, especially after the Death Company above it pile in to block that little space next to the crate.
There's a chance they're going to have to measure it for an emergency disembarkation, which is probably what Jack assumes Sean will save the CP for rather than a fight last. And even then, there's not a lot of room even with that, like 6 inches. So.
Nope, it is yikes. It is a great little gem of a play by Jack if he can pull it off.
This is probably what's going to be happening first.
Sean has said a couple times he made some clear mistakes in this positioning. He didn't really bank on failing as badly as he did.
Yeah, the charge. Good lord, 6-inch rerollable. That just sucks.
5 got it. That's +1. Measure this very carefully. Yeah, I have other axes I can use. Yeah, that blocks out 6. I actually don't even need all of them going there, so they can go like this. Yeah. Death Company charging. Where's the squad? Is this one squad here?
It's 2 squads. They're just.
Oh. Can I just charge this unit too?
You just charge this one.
This one here?
No, they're this way.
Oh, they're this way. Okay, charge that one. And the other one is this?
Yeah.
Okay. Charging, bing, bing, bing.
Sure.
5 or 6 +1. These have 3 wins apiece?
3 and 4.
4 on the knob. That's kind of annoying, honestly. I think it's going to be okay. All right, fighting. I'm going to go DC first. Death Companion first.
Sure.
2 hammers into each of the bikes, and the chainsword into these guys here.
Cool.
You get the objective. I think it's okay. You'll be tied up with me. So chainsword first, +1 to hit. I got that off the banner. 4s, 5 AP 1.
It's 4 dice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You said 5.
Sorry.
Okay.
So, like it if you would biff some 2 hammers in here, 3s and 2s, because +1, -1, 4 on this squad here, whichever this one is, close to the board edge.
So the knob's alive with 1?
Yep. Yeah, you're taking from the other side. Yeah, that's totally fine. And then going into the other squad. Oh, well, that's less than good. 3.
So 1 guy dies?
Yeah, because you definitely taking another guys first. Are you interrupting?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think I spaced it so you're not going to.
Oh. I was going to heroic with this guy.
I mean, I can just not.
Do you just not want to be there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sanguinary Guard. Being this poor 5-man.
Great sportsmanship. Good stuff, boys.
4 guys are going to get to swing. 3 swords and an axe. Axe. 2s rerolling.
In all honesty, I would have let him because I would just kill the guy. I would just kill that knob and smash his quick back. Sure, man. Sure. Jump into the jaws of death.
Nice.
Well, with that heroic, he may have actually chosen to interrupt then.
That is very true.
Swords.
That is very true.
Dante makes these 2s rerolling. And then 3s. Ooh, you might live through the turn. 5.
Probably not.
Not quite, I don't think. Because they lost the guy earlier.
They lost the guy earlier.
Yeah, okay. Well, that'll do it. And then this is blocked out to 6. Lamarty's is going to go.
Sure.
2s and 2s.
Because you already ticked down to 1 for Angel Sacrifice, right? Because it's the start of the combat phase.
No, it's when you select a unit to fight. My book's over there. I'll check it. Or it's in the fight phase, select a guy.
Angel Sacrifice is at the start of the fight phase. So like he had talked about it, and that's why I didn't interrupt or anything like that. 'Cause he was gonna...
So, guys, they're just having a discussion
Use the
about the
stratagem in the
stratagem for Angel Sacrifice. Sean thought that Angel Sacrifice was a stratagem that you had to use at the beginning of the fight
I'm not really
phase.
sure.
Jack is pretty sure was
Yeah, use it
saying you
reactively,
could,
it's
as
pretty
soon
good.
as they were declared as
Yeah,
the target, he could do it.
For whatever
So
reason,
it's Sean's just now trying to think if he
Robo
would have
say
actually
also
interrupted
Lucas.
instead now
He-
that he knows. It's a
him
whole
actually
thing.
first,
It's
I'll
back
soften
and
him
forth.
It's not.
Marty's
It's
in a
not.
fight.
Jack
He
was
just
correct.
won't because
Jack was
they
correct.
read
It's
it
in
in
the
the
fight
book.
phase.
It is in the fight phase. It just means Sean just shouldn't interrupt
No,
regardless.
correct. Should just fight on death. Same difference.
4s. +1 to wound. 5 AP 2s. Teeth of Terror, baby. He's down to 1.
Yep.
And Lamarty's. 2s. And 3s. He's strength 7. 5. AP 2. Yeah, he's gone.
Very good ordering by Jack to make sure Lamarty's gets the kill because that guarantees him his Fury. He was going to get Fury of the Lost anyway, but it just made sure that he
activate this
guarantees
unit.
that kill.
He didn't fight on death
They're just gonna
because there was
pile
no
in
point because he would have just killed one meaningless character.
Just to block the 6-incher.
So interesting to know. I wonder what
So
he's
no
going to do. He's going to save it for
disembarking there, no
disembark now.
disembarking here, no disembarking here, no disembarking here.
Yeah, I
Completely
believe
lock them in.
that's the hope, but Jack has measured it out and says that he doesn't feel like he can disembark.
I'm not sure about the top of the crates. Is it you have to be able to like can you just disembark as if it's a fly move? As if
I now have
you
object
can
on
just
the
place
point,
him there,
so
you
I
just
can
place him. It
afford
doesn't
to
matter about the
leave
vertical
these
distance
couple
because if
heads
you
alive.
can, he can probably save 2
taken down to
models on top of the
12.
crates.
Yeah, he might. If
pile
that's
in.
the Zagstruck wagon, then he could probably get Zagstruck
Yeah,
out.
he gets the extract out and keeps him. There's also the
I mean,
option for
that's
top of the
not
L in
leaving
the
the model
bottom
outside 1 inch of
middle.
me.
There's also an option.
Looks like 3 fighting this one, and that will not give you a place to get them all outside 1 inch.
Okay.
All right. 2 fighting here, 2 fighting here.
So for those of them that don't
we got-
understand
he'll
what
be
we're,
here
what
if I
we're
can do that.
discussing here,
Just make sure.
if you if you
These
have a
guys are in
transport
Assault
and you
Doctrine.
fully surround it and are able to destroy it, your opponent has to have room to place their models in order for them to be able to live.
Outside
to the
of
battle wagon
1
and
inch
back.
of any other model.
Exactly, and normally that's within 3 inches of the exploding vehicle, and outside of 1 inch of an enemy model. There is a stratagem that Sean could spend 2 CP on in order to make it 6.
Oh, you have invulns, right?
But Jack has been very careful about his placement and his oh, my brain just farted for a second after this long. But after his consolidations, just to make sure that like there's
Everything's
no
zoned
space
off,
that he
blocked
could
off.
get out.
He's trying to get a bunch of free kills here, and I think if he does, this game is
It's
nearly
crippling.
iced.
It's crippling, yeah.
And then the 2 guys into that one.
But Sean does have Ramshackle, so it's not impossible for this battle wagon to survive.
I think it's fine if it survives. The guys inside can't get out.
Yep.
Like they still can't get out. I suppose he could move the truck back and move the characters back and then get them out.
Which was something
So
Jack
that's an
had
option.
mentioned earlier, that he wished he put the fusion pistols into it instead, or the Inferno
instead of the
pistols.
truck, so we can get around that side.
Force, nothing. 2 power fists. Two. Take 4. Down to 5. The last 2 guys, full rerolls to hit. Good thing too. Oh, it's gonna be 3s, 2s. Not killing you. Put down to 3. Yep. And then the 2 guys there into the Ludas. Sure. 3s. 2s. 5 saves on Ludas. Got him.
Picking up that Ludus is big. It
You
does
hit my Death Company
remove an
back.
option for get to good bits from Sean.
Yeah, it really
I'll
does.
do
Now if he wants
the-
to get Grots onto the middle
the dude that you
objective,
could
then we'll
basically
get
pull out
heroic
of
intervened
combat
into, so they'll probably have to go for
first.
the top left.
Yeah, this one? Yeah.
Yeah.
5 up, feel my pain. 2. 5 up. 5 ups. Good.
The other one.
Twos and 3s. So, yep. 2 5 ups. And 2 3 ups. Good on those. First 5 up fail. Takes 1. Dies. Chainsword boy.
That Storm Boy.
Mm-hmm.
5 hits.
Yep.
3.
Power claw. Yeah. 5s. First one dies. Lives. Dies. Give me leadership on the Stormboy guy, please.
Yeah, leadership on Storm Boy. He's dead.
He's outie. So I'm up to 2 on your turn. I get another point on Fury of the Lost because Lamarty's killed your homie.
Cool.
So even though I whiffed on that thing, I can't go anywhere. Can't get out.
Can't get out. Gretchen.
That fails. And 1 left. That did less than I needed it to. I needed to kill that.
Yeah. Probably. Still probably okay.
I think so. If I'd killed that, I think the game's over on the spot.
Oh yeah, we're shaking hands.
Yeah.
Like I said, I should have. My whole game plan I told you earlier was just stay at 20 until I want to pull the triggers, and I just didn't.
Yeah.
I got a little overexcited and a little bored.
Yeah, I hear you.
And
That's shock for 4. Threw up a banner. And then the primary is the primary.
Yeah.
Is it turn 2?
Turn 2.
Over to you.
All right.
And that was only turn freaking 1. Wowee, these guys are not messing around. All units being activated by both armies essentially immediately in the game. Very little positioning.
Yeah, all the Magnums are coming out this turn.
Very little staging or positioning by the
just
Blood Angels.
seems
Just
legit.
a full send. And I respect it.
He needed to, because otherwise Sean would have just pushed him further into his deployment.
Yeah, if I kill that thing, this game's over.
And if he, as Jack
Like,
mentioned
it's still
a couple
probably
times
over.
now, if he kills that battle
Like, you're
wagon,
still, like,
they might as well shake
make
hands.
the driver's seat.
So
2 of his best units
But-
would be dead, and in addition to his
If
one
you
of his
just killed it,
best
like-
remaining military.
Yeah, I
lucky
killed
for
like 9
Sean,
Meganobs in
Ram
that
Shackle is an
boy.
ability that
Crouching is
guy
an
has,
ability that
Yeah,
does
you just win
exist.
and
immediately.
it does keep it alive for at least one more turn, and maybe Sean has a way to shimmy some models around.
Shame.
And get
Probably
it
should have
out
put a
of
little more
the
into it, but I
bad
rolled low
scenario.
on it.
But it does put Sean on a
Yeah,
time
and
clock
I didn't
now
roll very
where
good on
he's
saves too, so like,
gotta
I could have spiked
spend
some
a
more.
turn
True. No Inferno
fixing
Pistol
his,
wounds was
his
kind of rough.
situation, right?
Yeah, you did 4 damage.
He needs
true.
to
Sorry, my
fix
bad.
this and then dig out. And there's just, I believe there's too much in the
did
way. We know
the
there is 2
4
CP
damage.
there for
Do you want me to
Jack,
round
so
for them?
interrupt is
Yes.
100%. 100%.
They're good on a 1.
And I mean, we can't discount this game. We saw in the last game with Matt Morrisoli, a lot of people thought it was over right from the beginning.
Cool.
No.
There's
Those guys
always
at
a way
1
out.
wounds
Evan
here.
Thompson in
They're
our
full.
Shadow Round
He was
game,
cool.
same idea. He was down by 20, 30 points, managed to pull it back. You never know when the dice are going to favor
Players-
you or when an opponent's going to make a big mistake.
Players at this level, you can never count them out. Like, until they give up, the game is afoot, and the game is absolutely on. The scores, as they sit right now, going into the top of turn 2, 21-15. Mind you, Sean Nayden has
Yeah,
not had
if
his
Killer Claw
primary
had hit
put in,
turn 1,
which I do
this would be
believe
good
is
for
a
me.
4.
Yeah, if
This
you're
is something live in the top
thinking
left-hand
gone
corner
down,
I
that'd be
can't
good for
see
me.
right now.
But as is, I
Sean's
think
getting
you're
a 4.
actually
We have
okay.
had the Ludus
It's just
to the
not-
bottom.
you have 3
right
units
being
left,
picked
and they
up,
better
and
do a
the boys
lot.
and the Storm Boys in the top left were picked up as well. So,
You have
yeah,
3 Meganom
100%.
units, right?
There should be a 4
And a
coming there for
regular knob
primary.
and
But yeah, Jack
my
had a great
character-
turn.
every
You got
character.
4 on Shock
Units.
Assault, 4 on Fury
there's
of the Lost,
3
and
units
managed to
in
put up
this
a
turn.
banner.
Yeah, I mean,
and then he
units
got
of,
his,
guys, not like...
protect his
there's
artifact.
5
Or essentially
knobs.
just
Okay, that's a lot of knobs.
sit on the one
Meganobs
objective
and
in his
4
deployment zone.
Meganobs.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of
For 3
that's a lot of
points.
guys.
Congratulations.
That's a lot of
So
dudes. I would
Adam,
have rather
if
they were
you're
dead.
Sean,
Yeah,
what are you doing
100%
now?
would have rather
What's
they
your
were
plan?
dead.
Pick a unit, any unit, make sure it's dead. Try and get another one if you think you have the resources. But
Yeah, I get
honestly,
4.
this
Right.
the same
Oh, yeah,
guy.
I told
He has
maybe the
he
wrong
has
model,
units
but
left
that's
right now to kill
Probably could've held that
He
one.
has Meganops, he has
Probably
Zagstruck, he has
different
the
biker,
Knob on
I don't think
Smash.
the
I don't
bikes
think
were...
so.
The
Pick
bikes
one,
were strung
see the
out this
Zangar.
way.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a
So
unit that was
Zangar,
here, lost a
overkill
lot
it,
of guys. You can leave a
and then
regular
try
guy and
and
pull the
maul
knob
the
if
other
you
one to the
want.
best of your ability.
Yeah.
I think the best way to maul the other one is the Smasher Squeak, doing a bunch
And about
of
that
more
life.
wounds on
Does
the
he
charge,
require lead check?
And then if you
Lead
need
7?
to, fight on death.
7.
You know, if
Oh, if he's
you
lead
bounce,
7, then you're
whatever.
good. It's lead 6.
We just had
then
Seth
bad.
Oster is just
He lost
throwing
two,
some
he
Just
lost
full
two.
on assault.
I don't
Oh,
know
lead 7.
what
okay.
crime has been
Yeah,
I
committed.
don't know
yeah,
what that
you can run, you
was.
can run.
It flew past my face.
Seth
so
Oster has
quickly.
performed a
He
crime.
could.
He has
find
the
a way.
Violence has been
continues.
done. But let's
You
get
have
back to the
2
players to get an
CPs,
idea of what they're
my-
going to do. I assume Sean's going to try
What,
to consider a
4
way
at
to
this
get
point?
this truck back out this way,
No,
so at
you
least this
have
knob on
3.
Smasher Squeak can do something.
Because in my
Also,
turn
I was
you
saying
would
that Noble
say.
Smasher Squeak fighting on death is because I assume you wouldn't fight there first and risk interrupt onto Meganobs, which will be going into the other one. Sorry, I was thinking a few steps ahead of my mouth.
Yeah.
So, of course, you fight first with the unit of Meganobs into the big Sangard unit. The other one interrupts, kills the Smasher Squeak fight on death.
And then the Gretchen
hopefully
come up here for get the good bits.
get the good bits on the bottom right if they can get there, or the top left, depending on the ranges. I think they should be close enough to get the top left, but we will see. Okay. Is there enough space for this one grot to get onto that middle objective, you reckon, without getting heroic?
I think if he hops up on this crate right around here, he might have a shot, and that might be the play.
Yeah. They're trying to figure out. There ain't no going back now, Jack. Even if you did miss it, ain't no going back. Can't change the past.
Battle wagon.
Can't change the past.
Can't change the past.
And yet we're seeing the little domino play going on here to get that truck out of the way,
Do
so
not mess up that
that so that Sean can
Disembark.
Yep. Try to make some kind of play here, either this turn or next, and salvage something.
Both battle wagons have been tagged, so they can sit there and shoot their mega guns into that combat, hitting on 6s. Probably no bueno there. So best thing is to fall back, get the hell out of dodge. What's the character to the sitting next to the Knob and Smasher Squeak, do you think?
That is a good question. I might just walk over and take a quick look, or maybe our beautiful table boss, the
Danny?
third handsomest man in 40K, Danny McDevitt, can come in and write it down for me there.
Well, I'm sure.
You know what? That's his war boss. That's his the other
Yeah.
war boss.
Yeah.
The one that's getting him
The old man
his
alive.
I don't think
Stop
there's-
him. Sorry,
his,
biggest and the
the
best.
biggest and the best.
The biggest and the best.
I mean, it'll largely
Yeah.
depend on how much I can do to you right now, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, Sean can still claw this back, but he needs a mega crazy turn.
Yeah.
Mega crazy is the word.
Do a lot to you, then
That truck will live in my, or that battle wagon will live in my head for a little bit, if that's what costs it.
Oh, he had another
'Cause you're not
unit of
trapped in,
rods
you
in the
just
other
got
battle wagon.
back.
They're just going to disembark.
Yep.
Work on the
That's what I'm
objectives.
saying.
Yeah.
Get the good bits.
Get those good. You got to get the good bits, man. The interesting thing is though, he needs to put a bunch of models on it because there is a couple of Sangard, at least one Sangard on there, I believe. No Sangard, but
There's
there is
an
an OBSEC infiltrator.
What are these
there.
things?
So that is
3
awkward.
sanguinary guard that lived through your attack there.
Oh,
They pass morale and they're all good.
got it.
Oh, I just didn't charge these guys. I was intending to, but that is fine.
I didn't even know they were still there.
Yeah,
You
you're
see
welcome.
the tiredness kick in a little bit. That
Yeah.
Jack forgot an entire unit
Of
in that
knobs. Yeah,
in that
that's
box.
bad. Yeah.
That's bad for Jack.
I called it. I was like, oh, what's he going to do about the knobs? There was 3 knobs left out of the 8, and
Yep.
he just
He could have finished it
fumbled. Yeah.
You're back in the game.
We're back in the thing.
Yeah, did Jack just not put
He's
enough
gotta get
things
out
into
and
that
get
battle
out
wagon?
there.
Like, did he just assume
Well,
it was going to die?
I think for Jack, and he mentioned it a little bit. It was turn 1. Sean's turn 1 took so long. He felt he had an option to go into Assault Doctrine, and he only could put 1 unit in, and so he miscalculated how much damage he was going to possibly do to the battle wagon with
Yeah.
everything he would put into
These
it.
guys
And by putting the
obviously-
Thunderhammers up into the bikes instead, which I
Exactly
believe was a proper option,
It was.
it kind of limited what he could do there.
Yeah, they should be aware that other unit of 4 Sangard are. They should definitely have been replaced and flipped. Because, the Thunderhammer's into the only thing really that's going to do meaningful damage, more
Just
than 1
turn 6
damage
up
per
and roll?
instance to the battle
I have
wagon.
a 6 of it this turn.
Pretty baller. You like that? You actually find a place to get out.
No, I'm saying.
Do you know who came third in this? Did Matt Marcello come third, or did Mike Porter come third?
I don't know. I did not know how they were planning on it. In previous
Yeah.
LVOs, it would have been Mike Porter because he finished with a better record
Exactly
coming
right.
into the quarterfinals or semifinals. So
5-inch charge. You can make those, not 6, but 5. It's got a little 5, you saying? Yeah. Actually,
What?
yeah. I think if I kill that, GG, but I didn't kill it, so I think you're fine.
I can get out, move, and then move them.
yeah, Jack saying that Sean's still fully in this game.
That literally doesn't matter.
I also don't know why.
Good question.
Nobody left in it. Alright. This dude, what does he want to do? Dante can 6-inch heroic too?
No, he does not have the sanguinary guard keyword.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's cool. 8. Gets me there.
You're,
Behind him.
you're thinking the unit gets out here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's about there-ish.
I think it's not tighter than that, right? I think it's just.
Well, yeah, but your base has width.
Yeah, sure.
About
but
there.
Yeah, like I thought, not on
no,
Smash Squid going into the top unit. Looks like the Mega Knobs are going into the bottom unit. Does he put the War Boss in as well? I'm not quite sure. He might be exposing himself to a little too much RNG should that be a really, really powerful interrupt.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what he does with the War Boss. The War Boss is very defensible. It's possible he puts it into just the Death Company in front
Yeah.
and hopes that only 2 can get in, maybe 3.
Well, that's not the
with
Thunderhammer
with
Death
power
Company,
sword.
so
yeah, it's
he'll
with
be
them
able to
with just
handle
power
them.
swords.
Two Power Fists, I believe.
2 Power Fists and 3 Power Swords. Yeah, and I believe only 2 of them, maybe 3, will be able to get into combat with
Yeah,
him.
exactly
So.
right. Yeah. So I think he could pretty happily go in. Hell, he might get 5 points on biggest and the best, which would actually be a big swing.
Big swing for him. Yep.
Yeah,
Somebody. You based me that way. I didn't have. a little
You don't
extra
get to wiggle.
shiftiness.
I don't want you to wiggle.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, let me just take away the wiggle by fixing Jack's mistake.
Pardon me?
What?
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 Huh?
Huh?
Hmm?
Huh?
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 Why?
What?
Get on with it, boys. Get on with it.
Some of these guys here.
The vaunted fight control.
Vaunted. This is a fight control. think this guy.
It's okay. You just hit on raw 4. Oh, you hit on 3s. Back to 4s. You'll hit on 4s.
Oh, against Sanguinary Guard? Yeah. No, yeah, for sure.
I mean, this could just go weird.
It's going to go weird, I think.
Oh, it's going to go weird. That's how I like it.
That's how you like it? Mm-hmm. Deep in the weird?
Oh, so weird. Brother, you don't even know.
You don't even know, brother.
You don't know how weird I like it.
All right. Where do these guys want to go? They want to go into that Death Company unit.
The biggest and the weirdest.
The biggest and the weirdest?
Yeah.
That's fine, fundamentally. And then think.
Hey folks, while Sean here finishes up his movement and determines exactly how he's going to place before he starts charging, we're going to cut to a sponsor reel. We'll be right back.
There's nothing else to do.
All right. Well, if this turn flubs, you are dead.
I mean, even if this turn doesn't flub.
Made possible by the generous support of our sponsors. Alkylabs.com, Metalist.com, Play with Magic, Frontline Gaming, Champions of Tabletop, Best Coast Pairings, competitive events made easier, The Army Painter, more time for gaming. Live game scores are powered by the Tabletop Battles app, available now on Android and coming soon to iOS.
Right?
Probably.
Yeah. All right. Do I have anything else to do? No, right?
Probably not.
I don't think I want to shoot, right?
No?
I don't think so. What should we do? Charges?
Yeah, probably. What are you charging?
Alright, we'll charge them.
Yeah, you need like,
You said a 5 or something?
Yeah, it's like a 5. You got it.
Yeah.
This is a 4 and a question mark.
It's 4 and a question mark. Gretchen will charge these guys.
Sure. Yes, they will.
The almighty 10.
Yes, they will. It's going to come down this turn. It's going to come down to this turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys got about an hour left.
Oh.
Somehow. Have you been keeping track of...
Yeah. The clock got messed, but we're going to keep track of the time, round time at least.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't know what we're doing. This is a Wendy's.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, sir. This is a Wendy's. One inch from this guy.
I can see some very saucy, spicy technical placement by...
No, it was those 2 dice in front of you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I didn't roll.
By a very saucy, spicy placement by Nayden. He's trying to base all of the Sangard with the grots so they can't pile in and get a good amount of attacks into the Mega Knobs. I think it's very clever.
I just assumed that they were going in. Even if it was a 6, I don't really care where they're placed. They're fine.
Fair enough.
I'll just split the difference.
I think you just started moving them in a trance.
I did, because I thought I was just going to like touch this guy, and I was like, whatever, movement.
Yeah.
This dude's going to charge them.
Yep.
Just soak Overwatch, that you probably weren't going to spend CP on.
Sir, excuse me, sir? Soak what now?
I don't know. It's a thing you can do, right?
I mean, it's a thing I'm allowed. I'm also allowed to like cut you down and stuff.
That thing?
Yeah. Yeah, you're in.
Yeah.
Literally just forgot I existed. What a silly mistake to make.
This guy. Mega Knobs.
6, looks like it.
Yeah, should be good.
Yeah, you're good. You needed 5, I think.
Yeah. Space.
Yep.
Whatever. I meant to charge the Gretchen first, but
That's fine.
I'll fix it in a minute. My fight control meant to charge first.
Right, yeah, probably.
Gretchen.
Wow, that was almost a 4.
8, so yeah, it's fine. We'll get it all the way into fight control mode.
Love fight control mode. I'm just looking to kill Gretchen, man. That's my mini game.
It's your mini game.
Really excellent
Don't
board
fight
control
control.
here by Sean
Yeah.
to make sure that Jack can really has to spend many of his attacks killing Gretchen rather than Mega Knobs with
exactly
the
right.
clapback here on the Sanguinary Guard. Very intelligent play here. For you guys at home who might be just tuning in, just a recap of what's been going on in this game. Sean Nayden got first turn, chose to Wog. He pushed up about a third of his army because his plan was really to try to cripple 2 Sanguinary Guard squads and maybe pick up a couple Death Company. However, much like in his
only one do that
semifinal
against the
game, his war boss failed a 6-inch rerollable charge, and then the rest of his army really mostly bounced off of Jack's Sanguinary Guard. I believe 3 Sanguinary Guard were killed, a couple of Death Company, nowhere near what Sean wanted.
Yeah.
The clapback from Jack was relatively devastating, but not anything that could not be overcome. The war boss was killed. Jack's shooting phase was relatively anemic. A number of bikes were killed, some commandos, but Jack spent a lot of resources trying to take down a battle wagon, which he hoped would die and kill everything inside it. However, he miscalculated. He didn't do enough damage, and it gives Sean an out. The other thing, and this was a much bigger mistake, was Jack forgot about that smaller squad of Sanguinary Guard in the ruin, which probably would have finished off those bikes. If he'd played it out properly.
And because he forgot about them, he also forgot about the 3 knobs that were with power claws that are still there. They are going to go and they're going to clean up those Death Company and free up those power fist, power claw knobs. That are left from the biker units. So yeah, there's a lot of little bits here that should not be here, and it's obvious it's just fatigue. This is the 10th game being played by Jack, the 9th by Sean. So yeah, it's definitely a factor. You can't say it's not.
And this has definitely given Sean like a big opening to pull this back.
Fights Mega Knobs.
That's all of the Death Company fights Mega Knobs.
Why?
Not all. This guy won't, but these 2 are not based in the truck. They'll just go in like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's probably the worst one, or there. But he could always fight in death, so we'll just do these guys first, I think.
Sounds good.
I think it's the best call, right?
I mean, I don't know, buddy.
Oh, I'm asking for your opinion.
It's tough. You shouldn't have lived with that battle way, if you wanted my opinion.
What a jerk.
I am almost certainly going to interrupt somewhere.
Yeah, like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's free real estate.
Yeah. But I think that's the best spot. Like, everywhere else, it's just one dude fights me.
Yeah.
So.
Ooh, that's a good number of 4s. That's a 3.
Yeah, banner.
Oh, fair. That's the one place where it doesn't. Fives. First one. Second one. Third one. Live on 1.
Didn't you have one more roll?
And I had 4.
You only had 4?
I only had 4.
Okay. All right, where are you going to interrupt?
It's a great question. Could force you to burn your fight on death here.
Yeah.
And that would get rid of him without having to worry about it.
Yeah.
I could burn it here and just clear up this annoyance.
Yep.
Because, I mean, Gretchen are going to be annoying.
They most certainly probably will be annoying.
Yeah, they probably will be. I could use it here. Honestly, I'm probably going to use it here because they have a 6-up invuln and every wound he does kills, and they're an assault doctrine. So that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So interrupt there. How many guys can swing a Mega Knobs? Just that one guy?
Just the same one guy.
Okay. Are they able to even get in range here?
Yeah, because Gretchen are less than 1 inch wide.
Oh, I see. Everyone fights Gretchen except for this one guy that fights here.
Yeah. Plus the Gretchen will be dead. Like.
Yeah, pretty fast. One guy's going to fight the truck.
Sure.
2 guys are going to fight the truck.
Sure.
So into Gretchen, do you want me to...
Oh, I honestly not sure if I would interrupt. I'm not sure I would bother. I might just save it for spicy stuff next turn.
Yeah, because they have 6 up involves, and you're going to win them. Like, there might be a Gretchen that lives, but, like, unlikely.
Into the knobs. 3s and 2s. 3.
Sweet.
6 ups or death.
So 2 die?
Yep. And then 2 into the transport. 4.
Dies.
Yep. Ah.
Explode.
I think that would have been good for me.
Damn it.
Not
We haven't
like
seen
a lot
a single
good for me,
explosion
but,
on
like,
stream. Not one.
decently good for me.
It's a travesty.
All right.
So it's big for Jack. I know,
Oh,
we said
and then
I
all
know you said
yeah.
you didn't think he should interrupt, but killing that truck, it frees up
all
some
you.
space. Killing the 2 Mega Knobs was important.
I think that was
it
probably the
keeps
correct one.
1
I
or
don't
2
know.
Sanguinary Guard
If
alive.
I'd killed
But
more
regular
guys
knobs,
out
but
of that
same
knob
diff.
unit, would
So
have
they have the same amount of attacks, same profile. So
Yeah, I mean, it's always
I do
nice.
think
I needed to
100%.
make sure that transport died too, because it was locking up like half
100%
my
that
army.
was the right interrupt. If he was going to do it, the other
consolidates.
one, like one guy hits either a knob and scratches, smash quick, or and I think that one that hit the knobs was an axe, because it was winning
For
on
what
2s.
it's worth.
Yes. So that's
For
pretty
what
much
it's
why-
worth.
That pretty much
For
was
what
what
it's
it
worth.
was that changed the difference.
So now it's just me all the way around?
Yep.
Up there?
Yep. 3 guys.
Yep.
-1 to hit.
Yep.
And they're trucks, so no explosions.
Correct.
And then 2s. First one, second one, dead. Give me a point on Fear of the Lost, boys.
Character?
Yep. -1 to hit. Twos.
4.
He's AP 3, so I get 4 ups, please. There's 1.
Keep rolling good.
Big
Oh,
for Jack
shush you.
there, having the Sanguinary Agent live.
Yeah, huge. So now the Feel No Pain is still in effect when he goes into the big slaps.
That was an Ancient, right?
Over here.
Not the Priest.
He would have to
Okay,
kill.
yeah, you're right.
Oh, he would have to kill 4 for them not to swing. So that's okay.
Is that okay?
Huh?
Is that okay?
What do you mean?
If he kills 4 and they don't swing, is that okay? Because that doesn't sound okay.
You're right. I guess like if he doesn't swing and they, I'm trying to say if like they both swing. Cause, like,
Oh, I see.
Because like
Yeah,
he
if-
doesn't swing if they kill
1.
2, 3, like the Gretchen could pile. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he could then fight. That guy's not 1 inch from the wall, so yeah. So like
Yeah, he
4,
might be able to fight if 3 die.
Yeah.
Yeah, if 3 die, he definitely can't, because he can't get within an inch of that guy.
No, but he might be able to get into that guy.
No shot.
Okay. All right. Well, because it goes 3, right? And then he's 1 inch from him, so maybe.
No.
Maybe.
No,
But probably not.
he's over 4 on the way around.
No, I agree with you. But I think so it's like the same number, right? And he's not likely to kill 3, and as long as he doesn't kill 4, they still fight.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Well, because they'll still fight that guy, no, but any one of these guys still alive. Yeah,
That
'cause he's
guy,
sub
1 guy
4.
will get to fight.
Yeah.
Because you can't get within half.
Right.
That guy, this guy, 1 guy will get to fight. So if you kill 3, 1 guy will swing.
Oh, okay. So let's do the Mega Knobs.
Yeah.
I don't know that it matters. Either way.
So half an inch, right?
Yeah. Put them where they gotta go.
So hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
Real bad. That was fine. 2s. Nine.
Yeah.
Lose 4. So I'm pulling the ones that he can get to.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's these. 4, just like that. Because he's over 4 to that guy, so we can't get to him.
Okay.
Strategic pulling by Jack to let
just
those
getting
3 to 4 sanguinary guard that are still up survive.
Well, I did the math, and so it should have been about 8 wounds, and he took 11. But then Jack hot rolled the 4-ups, so they were going to kill about 4 no matter what. I thought there was a decent chance with a 6-inch Feel No Pain that he was within range, which would have necessitated going to 3 damage on the Mega Knolls. Didn't matter.
Unfortunately, the sanguinary priest, I believe, is right here.
He is right there outside 6, but I thought there may have been a Sangard underneath that crate we couldn't see, back within 6 inches. Obviously there isn't. Let's see if the other Sanguinary Guard fares better or worse.
That no hit?
Yep.
2s, who's this? Mega Knobs?
No, the regular knobs.
They have, oh, there's 3 of them. Yeah, this unit's probably kaput. 8. Lose 2? Okay, maybe not.
Maybe not, right?
So
Yikes, Jack, yikes. But also, why don't have Feel No
full
Pain?
swords.
This is a big fat poo.
Meganibs. The knobs, but bigger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. It's a 6-inch for the
One
Mortals
extra.
Feel No Pain. It's only a 3-inch. But still, having neither unit of Sangard within 3 inches.
Well, my dice are
you
rolling
know.
good so far, so no reason to stop. Oh, there was a reason to stop. I have 1 left. All right. I think this position's fine. They're
Good
gonna
combat for
activate,
Sean,
clean
but
up
it
the
could have
aggression.
been far worse for Jack. Jack will be able to res one of these Sanguinary Guard next turn with the Sanguinary Priest. He's still got those Death Company in the middle. Like, while everything's been quote-unquote crippled, they still wreck Orks.
If he just claps back and kills the things that are in front of him, the game's still over. It doesn't really change the metrics. The stuff in the middle top is what's worrying me right now. You still got 3 Sangard back there,
So they're out
but that
of
is 3 units that 3 Sangard need to pick up. I'm not sure they can.
From the other squad.
So.
I mean, I'm. Where is he?
He's in the front, like he's right here, like. Fuck man. So you'd have to split attacks.
I would throw literally 1 attack his way.
1 attack.
Yeah.
Just take one out. Just roll.
Just roll the 6 up.
Yeah.
No, so he's done.
Sweet.
So leadership good.
What do you mean?
I lost 4. Oh, I will fail on a 5+.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not
You're
quite
out- you're
in
out of
range of the
range, yeah.
banner. He is though, so him plus the 2 of these means he's leadership 10 right now. So he's staying.
Okay.
Leadership on the 1 guy in there. It's good. Leadership on these 3. It's good.
Jesus.
Wow.
Oh, they need to swing at you.
Sure.
Both axes. 3s. Okay. 3s. 7. It's the axes. Strength
Did he,
6.
did he pile into the Sangard at
7.
the top?
On 8 attacks. 14 damage.
Jesus.
All right, yeah, now I think it's over.
So I believe that's Zagstruck getting murdered.
Yeah,
in the
getting
bin.
absolutely murked.
I think so. I think my secondary game is crap right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think I
Sean's
did
kind of
enough damage
noticed
that
he's
turn.
basically lost get the
played
good bits now.
poorly from the start in
He
terms
has
of
what, like
deployment.
1 Gretchen left that can
One
score it,
Gretchen
maybe.
left.
So,
But see, that's the thing, right? Jack's
Right.
secondary game is
call this.
alive and well, and in fact chugging over really nicely, whereas Sean's is absolutely cooked. They just shook. The game is
Yeah,
over.
should've
Jack
sunk the
Harpster
plan
is
ahead
your
overnight.
LVO and
Stay
ITC
20
champion. We're going to listen to the
Approach
final
later.
words as
It's
these guys
also
chat about where
10
things
games
went
in.
right
Well,
or
9 for
wrong,
you,
and then we'll
but
be back with the final interviews.
Yeah, exactly. It's tiring 40K. Come here. Congratulations, big boy.
FLGN coverage of the Las Vegas Open is made possible by the generous support of our sponsors. Alkylabs.com, Matalis.com, Play with Magic, Frontline Gaming, Champions of Tabletop, Best Coast Pairings, competitive events made easier. The Army Painter, more time for gaming. Live game scores are powered by the Tabletop Battles app, available now on Android and coming soon to iOS.
Welcome back. We are here with the runner-up of the LVO 2022 or 23 for the 22 season, Mr. Sean freaking Nayden, the most winningest, most top 80ingest of all time, the legend himself. Congratulations, mate, on your magnificent run, being the only person to dodge the shadow round, but you still have to play 9 freaking games. How do you feel? Tell us.
I'm tired, for sure.
Really? Shocked.
Shocked. I had a really tight game with the wonderful Morsolli in the round before. And then I had a plan for this game. I was like, if I play Blood Angels, I feel good about it. I just run my army up to like 20 inches away from them, sit there, let them not shoot battle wagons, let them charge battle wagons, and then countercharge them. And then rolled for that first turn, was like, what if we just YOLO and fuck around? And mess around.
And so you're like, well, what if I just send it a little bit? What if I send it a little bit? Because you only really went in with like, what, 3 minutes?
That's why I said, like, it wasn't the right call. I just kind of was in a space mode, and then...
As soon as I saw you split your attacks on the Sangard with the 8 knobs, I was like, just get the Sangard dead, right?
Yeah, probably should have done that. Probably should have hit that 6-inch charge.
You just should have rolled a 6, right? Well, because that's 2 Sangard dead. With 2, you have like, in my head, you had 4 units that could really mess Sangard up. The Mega Knobs, the Knobs, and the Killer Claw. And then when one of them didn't, and then the other one didn't make the charge, I was like, is that just cooked? In your mind, did you think it was over then, or you knew you were going to have another chance?
No, I thought it was cooked right then.
Okay. Good to know.
You know, he wrapped the battle wagon pretty well. If he had just rolled 1 more wound on it, I just shake hands.
Or if
45 minutes earlier.
We thought if he had to switch the Thunderhammer ones that went up to go, they would be the ones in front.
Yeah, they probably should have done that. I think he did it for the Meltaguns because those ones didn't have Meltaguns.
Exactly
but the Thunderhammers would have definitely killed it.
In your list, talking about your run so far, anything you would change, adjust, or tell us how do you feel about Orks and Arks?
I mean, I haven't read Arks. I don't even know what it is.
Fair. I mean, why would you when you're not playing it until Monday? That's Monday's problem.
I don't play that often. So like, I was mainly just prepping paint-wise for this event. And
speaking of paint-wise, to a man who paints prolifically and really well, enjoy some Army Painter goodies. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Add them to the pile.
I do like the wet palette.
I use the wet palette as well.
I have multiples of them, and
I have 2 now.
Sometimes they.
I use one for metallics.
Need to dry out.
Yeah, I use one for metallics and one for everything else because it seeps through a little bit because I use sloppy, crappy parchment paper. Anyway, was that your hardest matchup in the event in hindsight, or do you think you were good into that but the wrong game plan?
I was good into it. My hardest matchup would have been Tau. I would have been cooked.
So you didn't play Tau at all, did you?
I did not.
Wow.
That was really good for me.
Wow, running that, ducking and weaving, my dude.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. So your game versus Matt Morosoli has essentially going pretty viral right now. Tell us about what happened in that game, and I mean, you've won the roll-off. It's going to go down in history as a legendary LVO moment. Please tell us about it, and the people want to know.
Yeah, so I guess because we have the big computer screen, we're doing the scores, so I guess he input his round 3 primary wrong.
Which is on him, straight up, no fault of yours.
And then and the game came down to like 1 point in either direction. And also at the end of the game, he did clock out, and the judges told him to dice down, and which would have given me the win even with the primary change anyway. And I said, I don't care what the judges say.
Yeah.
Do your stuff, Matt.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Do it. And so he did it. He failed to kill some of the Gretchen. I had CP, so I would have won.
He needed to kill 7. He killed 6, and you had 2 CP to auto pass.
So I had 2 CP to auto pass, which gave me the win. And then you came to us and told us the stream had let us know we had messed up.
Yeah.
And so, but it was 3 turns earlier.
Exactly.
We could have done both.
Everything would have been different. Yeah. So if that was put in appropriately, the whole game would have changed.
The whole game changed.
So how did you come to the conclusion that it was just one man with a dice, let's go?
I felt it was an untenable situation. Whichever one of us that told the other one, hey, can't go. So I didn't think that the decision could be because the judges said I was going to play. They couldn't change it.
Yeah.
But again, I wanted to give Matt a chance because who knows what would have happened.
So I thought it would have been cool. My solution, which was incorrect in hindsight, would have been to call the game a draw. You still progress on countbacks because you were the higher placing of the two, and then Matt gets to walk away having not lost at the LVO, but then that was disingenuous to Mike Porter, who'd had an incredible run all freaking year, would have knocked him into 4th arbitrarily. So that's what my situation would have been. It would have been disrespectful to Mike. So I think you guys did kind of the only thing you could in the situation.
Yeah, the only thing we could do. And so again, I wanted to give him a chance.
And you did.
The only mechanic we have is a dice roll.
Either that or you had to. Oh, you should have done it. You should have done the quarter-mile sprint.
Oh, yeah.
So you should have challenged him to an athlete versus athlete game. We didn't have that kind of time.
We didn't have
that would have been so good.
Because they were yelling at me to go to the table.
They
but
were.
I was like, I got to handle this with Matt first before we get to the table. Like,
we had 15 minutes.
Resolve it.
Had 15 minutes between those rounds, and that time you needed to get prepped. You needed to get everything done. You needed to get mic'd up, all that stuff. So yeah, dude, it's going to go down in infamy. Well, sorry, not infamy. It's going to be famous. It's going to live forever in hopefully our minds and ourselves. I uploaded that video to freaking everything I could between. I'm like, everyone needs to see this. This is incredible. So,
and I wouldn't. And if I'd lost the dice roll, I wouldn't have felt bad about it.
It is what it is.
It's just a dice roll.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So, dude, thank you very much. Congratulations again on your run. WTC returning captain. We'll see how that goes for you. I don't know if you love being back in that role you were trying to get out and the mob pulled you back in. But congratulations on your incredible run. Coming out of nowhere, really. You had a pretty much a non-event year until the last 3 months, and you kind of ramped up little bit, and another stellar freaking showing at the LVO. So
thank you. It's always fun to come to this event, and for whatever reason, there's always a little magic in the air for the old man.
This is your showcase, brother. This is your time. Like, this is your stage.
7 out of 8, top 8, and I didn't lose last year, so I haven't lost until this game. I hadn't lost in like
4 years.
8 plus 6 games last year, 14 games. So since COVID. Since
2019.
Since the Iron Hands.
That's insane.
That's the last time I lost.
Oh, because Siegler got you when you were playing your Yunari weird conglomerate. What was it, Harlequins?
I think it was whatever it was.
Yeah,
it was
a thing.
It was a thing.
Yeah. So you staying on the Orks, or you're moving off?
So my big thing is I don't go to an event without my best painted stuff, and right now my Orks is my best painted army. I would have to repaint my Eldar from like the ground up to.
Oh, because you started. That was a long project.
It was
a long time ago.
It was a long time ago, and now I'm a better planer. So like that's my most important thing. Like the award I chase at events is Renman, and I think I'm gonna walk away with that easy treat. So it lets you get to final tables or top 4s and be like, you're playing with house money. I've already won one of the top events at the prize.
Exactly.
So like, whatever happens at that point.
Well, I love your mentality. Thank you very much for joining us again. And yeah, one more handshake.
Of course,
see you on your way, brother. We'll get some B-roll. We're back with Jack Harpster.
Hey guys, welcome back to the LVO X LVO 2023.
Ooh.
We've got the ITC and now LVO champion, Jack Harpster. How you doing, buddy?
Still can't really believe it because we just kind of smashed our models together, and I was like walking out the other side with a win. I'm like, okay, cool.
I mean, I think that's kind of like the best thing that could have happened to you, right? In terms of a strategy.
It's a great strategy because then you just get into combat minutiae. You don't have to worry about the overall game as a whole. Or points, or trying to get ahead, or how many points can he get? How many points can I? No, just kill him. Just kill him. Don't die.
Exactly. And I mean, you definitely played it well. Sean's that first turn, Wog, bounced miserably by the looks of things there. Can you talk to me a little bit about that, like how that went for you?
So my turn 1 also underperformed quite hard. So his turn 1, he failed the 6-inch rerollable, which is a bit of a theme for him. Which I'll take it. That guy died without doing any damage, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Because I had an angel sacrifice in the hole to negate his fight on death, and everything's fine. That was amazing. Then he went into kind of not a great target with his commandos, whatever. Yeah. It was good. Then his knobs hit me on my bottom flank, and then I totally forgot they existed on my turn. Oops.
Yeah, we did see that.
My bad. He pulled my guys out of combat. So my game plan was, he has one battle wagon in the center of the board with everybody in it. First game plan number 1, pop it with fusion pistol, or inferno pistols, my bad, sorry. Pop it with
Harlequins.
Sorry. So pop it with inferno pistols, guys get out, charge guys, game over, because that's way too much of his stuff to lose in one turn.
Yeah, for sure.
Didn't kill it with inferno pistols. Shame. So secondary game plan was charge it, completely wrap it 6 inches so he couldn't even emergency disembark.
Yep.
And everything inside dies. He might be able to get one model out. That's fine with me. I whiffed on the tank. I just didn't kill it. I probably underallocated, so that's a bit on me. So, but I didn't kill it, which meant he pulled everything that he had behind it away, disembarked out of the tank, and charged me with his whole army. I didn't kill as much as I needed to on turn 1. Luckily, his hit me with everything turn, because He has a turn where he hits me with his advanced stuff and moves up transports. Transports are very difficult for me to deal with. Once Orks are on the board with a 6-up invuln this time, very easy for me to deal with. Like, I can just go boom, 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 boom. Everything's dead. Even with like 2 or 3 model units, it's like guaranteed every time. So he got everything out, and he killed not enough. You know, he left 1 Sanguinary Guard squad on 1.
Yeah,
that's
with 3.
That's probably fine. The 3-man squad that's out of combat, that one's going to kill everything. The 2-man Power Fist unit is about to get reroll hits, go in. I have 4 characters behind it. I have another 2-man Sangard that's going to go in. I have another 1-man Death Company guy that's about to grow a second Power Fist and go in, because I'm just going to res the other Power Fist. And his entire army was about to get picked up. Yeah. Completely.
Yeah, and I think we saw that like the writing in the sand. There was a moment there when you whiffed on the wagon where we said, looks like Sean has an out, but he lost so much secondary too because he had to sacrifice all his Gretchen to you. You'd already murdered his Ludas, so that's get the good bits gone. He's now got his War Boss in the fray, so as soon as that dies, he's another secondary gone.
Yeah.
So his secondary game was wrecked already, and he really had very little chance. So it was
he definitely had a chance. Even though his secondary game is wrecked, if he can table me in 2 turns, his game plan is he'll make up for it. He'll get the good bits with whatever he feels like. He just won't complete it in the same turn. He'll do biggest and the best, and I'll be dead, so I don't score points. So that's what he's trying to do, and because it didn't pan out, he basically made the game about what happens in these 2 turns of combat, and because I peeled apart, because he got out of his transports and I had stuff left that was free to then go fight him, that was it.
So what's next for Jack? We've got Arc of Omens coming out. You've just won everything. You're going to take a break? You're going to start hammering out some super majors in the UK? What are your plans?
I mean, I definitely want to go across the pond and go play at some other events. You know, go see how it's like over there, 'cause I've never been to England.
Oh.
No. So I'd like to see what it's like. You know, Vic and David came over here. Mike Porter, some other people, I'm sure, who I have not met. And I'd like to go over there and see what the LGT scene looks like. That sounds fun. I don't know. I'm gonna take a bit off. You know, I'm moving apartments, so gotta finish that up, and then start fresh in Arcs. I think that'll be fun.
Awesome. Well, Jack, listen, I don't want to leave you too much because there's always people that want to hug you, kiss you, do all those weird things that happen to a winner. So just thanks a lot for being my best friend.
Thank you, best friend.
Congratulations on the ITC, on the LVO, and everything else.
Can I just say one thing?
Say whatever you want.
I want to give a good deal of credit to Anthony Vanilla.
Yeah.
Because he's the one who convinced me to run Blood Angels instead of Twilight Harlequin 8-boat Twilight Harlequin list.
Yeah.
He's like, you should run Blood Angels. I think it's good, and you're good on them, and they're good in the meta. And I was like, okay, sure. And then I took him. And then in the last game, just so that people know, he told me, because Sean was talking a bunch of smack.
As he does.
He was. I mean, I've known Sean for a while. We're on Team USA WTC together. So, you know, we're teammates.
That's going to happen.
It's going to happen. Talk smack. Anthony, who's also on Team America, said if you 15-5 him in WTC team scoring, he'd get a Blood Angel tattoo on his leg.
Yep.
And I 20-0'd him.
So now he's going to get 2? Is that what's the deal here?
I don't know. I'll check it and find out.
Now, here's the thing. Anthony loves Blood Angels anyway. I don't know if that was a terrible deal for him.
Kind of more win-win.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Well, you know, maybe next year I'll make him get a different one.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. In just a few moments, we're going to cut to the awards ceremony. But once again, Jack, congratulations. It's an amazing run. I've loved everything you've been able to pull off on stream, off stream. You're just an incredible character, really good sportsmanship. And I hope we get to see you again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Bye.